Movie Toasty Show, here for you. Dennis and Adam joke about orgasms and sweet movie reviews. We talk about TV too, right?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah! Movie Toast.
What's up, Toasties? Welcome to episode 245 of Movie Toast News and Reviews. I'm Movie Toaster Adam, joined as always with Movie Toaster Dennis, but we have a special Spider-Man correspondent, Mr. Mike Gams. Welcome to the show, Mike.
Yo, hello, happy to be here. Mike Gams, also known as Spider Gams by some, and I am happy to be here with the Movie Toasters. Yes.
So great to have you, man. So great to see you again.
Yeah. Sorry this episode's coming out late, everybody. After Comic-Con, I got the con flu. We trudged through with the festival, and just my voice was all fucked up last week, so we're a little behind.
But if you're able to join us last week for the festival, thank you very much. If not, and you're excited about some more festival news, of course, you know this is the place for it, so keep an eye out. You'll hear some updates in the future soon about the following fest, but
yeah,
that's not what we're talking about today, is it, Adam?
No, fuck no, man. We're gonna talk about some news, I think, Dennis.
Let's do it.
Gather round, folks, it's time for the scoop. Tune your ears in, let's join the loop.
Yeah, sorry, we got a little interval music that it gets awkward on camera. All right.
Oh, it's beautiful. Lovely
we
music.
have fun.
All right. Well, up first, Mike Flanagan will executive produce Henry Cavill's Warhammer 40K series at Amazon MGM. Dennis, I know you've been looking forward to this. How do you feel about Mike Flanagan jumping in?
You know what? It's solidifying the name. Let's add more recognizable names to this title for those who aren't familiar with the Warhammer 40K universe, or just Warhammer at all. Legitimize it and really solidify this as a film in front of unfamiliar eyes, because I know if done faithfully, or even just as close as they possibly can to the source material, it's going to be epic. It's going to be big. It's going to be brutal. I love it. I love the Warhammer.
Yeah, and they also announced that they're doing an animated series that Henry Cavill is also producing on Amazon.
That makes sense, because Amazon did that episode of the.
Yeah, it's a continuation. It's a spin-off of that.
God, one of the best episodes of that show too is the Warhammer one. So that's going to be so awesome to see more it doesn't even have to be Ultramarines, but that would be cool. Anything from that universe. I know nothing about
40K besides the fact that you get your little clickers on your little guys that you paint. Mike, you know anything about Warhammer?
So I know that it is a movie coming out with Henry Cavill, and there's also an animated show. And I know this because Dennis just told me. So I was gonna ask. So Warhammer, is that a video game?
It is a video game, but the source material is actually a tabletop miniature game. So you build and
got it.
These
like
miniatures.
A role-playing game, like D&D almost, or wherever where you make your figurines. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing battle with figurines on a tabletop.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm familiar because I know people that like paint and make figurines and stuff like that.
Yeah. Very much in line with that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And so, when's this movie come out?
All right. Supposedly. Well, correction. I got to correct. It's only a series. Sorry. It's only a television streaming series and a streaming cartoon. My apologies.
So a
live action animated series.
Live action anime. Yeah. They don't have a release date yet, but I know they're in the pre-production. So if I had to guess, probably like 2027, 2028. At least 27 for the anime.
Okay. And Henry Cavill will be starring in it. So my question, a very important question then, is the main character in Warhammer shirtless ever? And can that be a thing?
Ooh.
Because I think that's important.
If he's an Ultramarine, there is lore that will support a scene that involves this, but I don't know if because that's like it's like a founding moment for those Space Marines. I would
Okay.
assume there would be. You can't cast him and not do that.
Right, it's
But-
Henry Cavill. You gotta
Yeah.
have him bare chested, barrel chested. You know.
But it's also
Nah,
he's
you're wasting
a
your
big
money.
fan of the game itself. So I'm curious.
Okay,
to see
yeah,
what
because he's
his-
like a big nerd or something too, right? He's like a not so closeted big nerd guy, right?
Yeah. He's been trying to
Yeah,
get this
yeah.
off the ground for like I think like 5-10 years now. So finally getting that momentum.
Yes.
Uh, Speaking of momentum, unfortunately, let's see here. Sorry. Months after renewing Wonder Man, Disney and Marvel have decided not to move forward with the second season of the smash hit series. How do you guys feel about that? Did you guys like Wonder Man? Did you
Boo!
watch it?
I loved this show, and I'm very pissed about this. Sorry, go ahead, Dennis.
No. That's what I want to talk about. That's
That's
where
exactly
we're
it.
going.
That's what we want to hear. No, it's
Oh,
unfortunate.
I
I'll be
love
honest,
this
it's still on my
show.
queue, but I've heard nothing but good things, and I'm very
you haven't
excited
got
to
to it
get
yet?
to watch it yet. Yeah.
Oh,
No, I haven't yet.
As a film
I watched
lover,
it twice, start to finish twice, like in the first like month that it came out, because it was that good. It's my favorite like Marvel thing I've seen in so long. It's very like funny, but also smart and like different, and the acting is great, and the casting is
The
great.
chemistry together.
That's perfect. Yeah.
it's
Adam was
not
saying
about a
much of the same
world-
thing. Like
It's not like all Marvel world-shattering events. It's a personal two-character show with little things going on that like don't really add up into the MCU, but it's perfectly in its own like niche.
from what I gather,
Yeah,
it's,
but it doesn't not connect. It also can
totally
connect
does.
too.
Yeah.
right. Nice.
And
Yeah.
that's
it's-
the thing they left off
I was
on a bit of
so
a
happy
cliffhanger.
when they I was so happy when they renewed that for season 2. I actually know multiple people who had parts on this show, so I was like, oh, okay, because it's a small enough show where like they cast like up and coming comedians in a couple different parts
Nice.
in the show. Like Adam, you watched the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Doorman, the episode of Doorman, he's played by Byron Bowers, who's like a stand-up comic I've been doing shows with for years. He did one of my shows a couple years ago. Very funny guy. And so I was really excited to see his character coming back, because that was sort of like part of the rumor too, is that he might be coming back because his character's involved
don't
with a
know
lot of
how
different
you-
stuff.
Don't bring that character back. He is pretty pivotal like,
Right.
to the story.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
What's going on with Josh Gad? Is he ever getting released? I guess not. Which I can live
Yeah,
without.
who the fuck
like
knows? Yeah.
But I mean, I just want to
but
see
yeah.
these two together. And it's crazy because fucking Dustin did Brand New Day, and he was ready to do season 2 before he did Naruto. And
I was just
apparently
gonna say, it's
Feige wanted to
crazy.
do
It's
it.
wild. It's very wild to announce the canceling of this show created by I forget his name, Daniel Destin Cretton or whatever, the director. Like right as Brand New Day is about to become one of the biggest movies of all time that he
the
directed.
fastest
So
like
it's,
grossing film like in a weekend or some shit. Like
yeah.
And
So
I
it
don't know,
may
my
be, but
fingers
there
are
might be
crossed that-
something else going on there. There might be still using those characters somewhere else.
That's what I'm hoping. It's like maybe give them a feature or something, because there's so much they could like.
Well, they're tying
play
them into the MCU, you know.
There's also a huge upheaval at Disney right now with they just did a huge batch of layoffs, but then they also sold all of the Super Bowl ad space within like a day of each other. Super gross. They're saying we can't afford to keep all these people on, and then they just made millions and millions of dollars off of selling every second of the ad space. And they've never sold all of the ads for the Super Bowl this early before. So it's like, all right, so you have the money.
Yeah,
What
of
do you
course I
think?
have the
Like,
money.
you
It's
think we're gonna see
fucking
them
Disney.
again?
Right.
What, do we see Wonder Man again? Maybe. But it might be like fucking 8 years from now. Like, who knows? I was
Sadly.
all excited because it sounded like we were going to see him again, not only in season 2, but in other stuff with them canceling
Right.
season 2. Who knows now? They're also pulling back on Marvel TV in like a big way, supposedly. Where they're still doing Daredevil season 3, Born Again, because they're already filming it. But that and maybe like one other thing is really all, like, I think Vision Quest, because it's still coming out. But other than that, I think they're starting to pull the plug on everything TV and focus on movies again, because the main complaint that everybody says is that they oversaturated the market with all the Disney Plus TV shows, which I understand that argument. I mean, I watched them all, but I just see Disney's kind of pulling back a little bit on the TV, and so Wonder Man might have been the casualty of that.
I feel like they learned their lesson with Lucasfilm, with Star Wars and Marvel just pushing out so much TV.
I know.
And I like the fact that now we're not getting another MCU movie in between fucking Doomsday and Secret War. It's like, give us something to want and salivate over, opposed to just here's 18 things in the mist.
Yeah. See, I kind of don't hate the ton of content stuff, because there's not been that many of these shows that I didn't like, aside from Secret Invasion. I liked almost like everything kind of that's been putting out. I find them all like interesting in different ways. But I understand that it's fucking exhausting to keep up with all of this shit. And like, you have to have watched several shows in order to like really understand the movies. Like when the Marvels came out and you needed to see several other shows, I get that that is tiresome to people, but I happen to have seen all the shit, so it doesn't bother me.
Right.
True.
Yeah. It's the folks that are just like, oh, I haven't watched this stuff, but people are making a big deal about the new Spider-Man. Do I need to see 36 movies first and 17 series? And the scary part is those numbers aren't actually far off. What, like,
no
callback, you know? And it's like, where I get that sounds daunting, but I also feel like if you can just let some details go and just enjoy what's happening and what's unfolding in front of you, there's still a lot left to appreciate, and you can still catch up, you know, chip away in your own
and
time. There's no rush.
So many good and not so good like YouTube channels that do like recap videos, breakdown videos. So like you could do like everything you need to know before you need to watch this one. Like you shouldn't have to do this stuff, but you can if you want to. And if it like, then you can sort of understand more, because I do that shit all the time, and I've watched all the shit over again. I watched the like breakdown videos and stuff.
You know, like it's like I've seen it before, and then it kind of starts coming back to you as it's unfolding. Like, oh, that's right. Okay, the finite details get very.
Yeah, I always watch the recap videos like before a new thing comes out, because there's so much stuff to remember. But I also watch all the Easter egg videos like after I watch a thing, like after I watch Brand New Day. Yeah. I watch like Screen Crush. I watch on YouTube. I watch like all their Easter egg videos, and they point out all the little things. Most of the shit I don't know what they're talking about, but I still watch it.
It's still interesting to be like, oh, okay, cool. So that's connected to that, this and that. Yeah. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of a long-standing history here, Nancy Cartwright, aka the voice of Bart Simpson, thinks that after its 40th season and about 3 seasons from now, The Simpsons will finally come to an end. Do you think this is bullshit, or do you think they're actually approaching the finale?
You know, it's one of those things where it's like it's such an institution. It would make sense. Like it will eventually end, right? Like
totally,
as all things in time. But how many times have we heard this before, even in the last 15 years, you know?
Let's all like re-up in contracts and
I want to say, when the first movie came out, wasn't there a rumor like that the movie kind of might be towards the end for a minute, but then they renewed for a big batch of seasons. And I feel like because they were on a short list of renewals of like 1 or 2 years at a time kind of thing. But that's been normalized. Almost every show. Your own, like even Sunny, I think only got 2 more years, and a lot of other long running, not just comedies, but other long running series, you're only getting renewed by 1 or 2 seasons at a time. So could it be a tactic? Sure. I wouldn't doubt me at all. Or I wouldn't doubt that at all. Could it actually be the end after 40 years? You know, I wouldn't be surprised, but is it the last we hear of the Simpsons or all of these incredible performers who've been voicing them? Absolutely not. They're not done. You don't just stop.
Like, there's so many possibilities of spin-offs or prequels or something. And I mean, we're getting the second movie soon too. So that's kind of nice.
Okay. So I was gonna say that I have a couple of things to say about this, and that was one of the things I was gonna get to was the second movie. I would say I'm a bigger Simpsons fan than most in that I've stayed watching most of the current seasons, not every episode, but like still catch at least a few episodes every year and like have enjoyed the later seasons more than the average person does. You know, because there's a lot of people who are like, I don't watch The Simpsons past, what is it, season 9 or 13 or something like that.
Well,
depends on who you ask, you know, but a lot of people are, you know, like that's a very common belief. But I've been a big fan of like every season, even though they're not as good in the later years, there'll be 1 or 2 episodes that's just fucking really brilliant and so like on point with what's happening in that moment. And then a bunch of the other stuff will miss the rest of the season.
Definitely.
Right.
But it's worth it just to get those like moments where they still hit. So all that said, it's just to say that I do like The Simpsons, and I don't believe that it's going to go, like, it's hard to believe that it'll go away. And I think you brought up the movie, and I think that's the most important part, is it totally depends on how this movie is received. And I don't think that it's possible to know what's going to happen to the future of The Simpsons until we see what happens with this Simpsons movie 2. Because Simpsons movie 1, as we mentioned before, revitalized The Simpsons like huge. Like I mentioned to someone the other day that I was going to go see Spider-Man a second time, and they instantly, just like muscle memory, started singing Spider Pig, like, and that's from Simpsons movie, and that's like a cultural reference from that movie that has held up like the fucking test of time since that movie, bigger than anything. Like it's bigger than any moment from The Simpsons in the last 30 plus years, you know, since the early days of The Simpsons. It's the most iconic Simpsons moment of the, you know, since the quote unquote glory days. I would say, like, everybody like Spider Pig is the most known thing in the later life of The Simpsons, and that came from the movie. So like the movie like the movie hit pretty good, and I think it holds up. It's pretty funny. The dome with, you know, there's a lot to love in the movie. I just rewatched
it last year again. Still holds up, like you said. Yeah.
And then to the point where Marvel then adopts that character into their canon. Peter Porker then becomes a canon Peter Parker in the multi-dimensional Spider Universe. You know, like it comes full circle that they then adopt. Like that is how profound the impact of The Simpsons is on culture.
Right.
People,
Spider Pig.
People around the
world
Pig. Recognize Bart Simpson. There's
that's
never gonna go away.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, like, there are seasons where it dips, but then a season like next season they bounce right back up. Like, there's never a season, like you're saying, with a dull like there's at least going to be half a dozen good episodes in a season and still relevant. And it's like, how many shows can do that for decades upon decades? It's a rarity.
For sure. They've been on forever.
Yeah. All right. All right. Oh yeah.
Wait, there was one other thing I had to say about The Simpsons, and I lost it. It's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Bring it back up. All right.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right. Alicia Silverstone's
Oh wait, hold on. Simpsons.
Going back to the
Speaking of Alicia.
There we go.
But I have a ton to say about the next topic too. But so my favorite Simpsons related thing is, I'm going to date myself with this name drop here, but I'm still active on the Facebooks because I'm old. And there's I'm in this Facebook group called Tenuous and Obscure Simpsons References. Are you guys familiar with this group?
No.
It's a great name, though.
There's tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, and you post something that can be considered a Simpsons reference without it being a direct reference. Okay. Which is like, it's like a news article or even like a sign, and it reminds you of a line from The Simpsons. And most of them, there's hundreds of them because there's hundreds of fucking episodes of The Simpsons. So you post something in this group, and sometimes there's like an obvious reference to it. Like like, let's say it was an article about two plants mixing together, and somebody would post it and say something about fucking tobacco, right? And then there'd be 100 comments of how it could be referencing a million other fucking episodes. And I do this all day long about The Simpsons.
Right.
Like
that could be one hell of a rabbit hole to fall down, I imagine.
it is. It's the most fun ever. So I think other people, there's a lot, like I have other mutual friends that there's hundreds of thousands of people in this group. It's a very funny thing. But yes. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's very fun because then your brain starts thinking in that way. So you see something and it makes you think of like, that's a fucking very Shelbyville thing, you know, or like, it'll like you'll say to nobody because the person that you're sitting next to will have no idea what you're talking about. Whoever you're hanging out with, you'll like say like it'll remind you of like a fucking Mayor Quimby line because for whatever reason that everything starts to remind you of The Simpsons because they've done everything. And it goes back to the Simpsons did it meme, which is that they've literally done everything. They're on fucking 1,000. Like I think they're almost to episode 1,000, right?
I wouldn't be shocked.
Oh,
I think they're in the 800s. They're in the 8s, I think now, right? I think
they gotta hit 1,000 before they're done. You know,
808 right now.
Yeah, 808.
December 7th. Yep.
Yeah. They just hit 800. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfathomable.
No, that's right. I had to do my reverence of my last trip to Universal. It's probably my last ever ride on The Simpsons. Right?
I haven't been.
Springfield.
Ooh,
It's going away because
really?
Universal, Fox Disney won't let Universal renew the rights for the.
Right, because they own The Simpsons now.
Well,
because they're going to move it to that just means it'll be at Disneyland soon.
Probably.
The Simpsons will be at Disneyland.
It would probably be California Adventure if they ever did that. California Adventure is usually where they kind of break the.
I mean, they put Marvel at Disneyland now.
True. Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see.
They
can make money.
World.
Exactly. Simpsons will be at Disneyland for sure.
But if you ever get a chance before they close, highly suggest like just being they recreate Springfield, even being in line for the ride is a thrill. Like
lard-led donuts are delicious.
Did you guys play Springfield Fortnite at all?
No.
It did look cool, but no,
I got it just at the very end. I got like an hour's worth of it, and then it went away. It updated on me, so I did like 2 drops because I didn't realize it was about to end. I hadn't played Fortnite in years, but I got it. But it was fun. I mean, it was Springfield, you know.
Nice.
But I didn't really get to explore very much.
I hold out hope that they bring back Hit and Run. Like, there's always rumors that they could bring a new version of it, but I don't think that's ever happening. They should. All right.
It'd be a great Switch game, you know.
Dude, totally. Just a deal, like you could download it, play it, even keep what it was. You don't even need to update it. It'd still be great. Maybe update the graphics a bit, but
what was that other Simpsons like phone game?
Oh,
that was really popular.
I think you call it.
Yeah. I played that for a minute where you kind of build a Springfield almost, I think is what it was.
Oh, that's cool.
I think that's what it was.
I've been seeing the online more people they're trying to push either a fan remake or getting a studio to pick it up. But their Crazy Taxi game, The Simpsons.
Yeah. That's what we were just saying. Hit and Run.
Yeah.
Oh, Hit and Run. Yeah. Shit. Fuck. I'm sorry. My bad. That. I'm like, but it makes so much sense, especially when you get to fill out a world like GTA style with all of these beloved characters. You have all the voices. Just pull recordings you already have. You don't need to make them re-record anything. It'd be a great game. Maybe you know what? Maybe to keep the series alive, get more hype from the movie. Very likely, we'll see something like that in the future.
That'd be pretty nice. Really hey, it's all good. We do sirens
it's LA.
Every now and again. Yeah,
I'm just surprised it's not on my street right now. So,
all right. Well, moving on here. Alicia Silverstone's Clueless sequel series has been picked up to Sirius over at Paramount Plus. I don't know. I'm mixed on it. I like Clueless. I didn't really care for the series that they did back in the 90s, but I don't know. Do we need to see where they're at nowadays? I'm intrigued, but I don't know. How do you guys feel about it?
Well, so It's one of Val's favorite movies. So
It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
It is very well done.
It's a perfect movie. I can watch it over and over again. I mean, not perfect. There's some issues, but it's so good.
The good nature of the
film.
I
know. That's what worries me, too, because I do love that movie so much. I'm not super familiar with the show you're talking about, though. They made a spin-off in the
90s? Yeah, in the 90s, they had like a sitcom that had like Donald Faison, I think.
It was like right after the movie came out.
Yeah, had a couple of the cast members from the movie and then replaced others.
Are you talking about Scrubs?
No, I wish. No. This was
you
like
said
a couple
had,
years before Scrubs. Yeah,
Donald Faison.
Yeah. Because he was in the movie.
He was in the movie. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. He's Dion. Or not Dion. Yep. Is that his name?
Dion's boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Or Dion's boyfriend.
I don't know. Like,
Dion is the boyfriend.
I can't remember.
Do you think it's going to be like a passing of the torch? Or do you think it'd be like just these characters nowadays?
From what I've heard, it is going to be now she's dealing with her daughter going through the shit she went through in the movie. But with a modern mentality to it, her reference
her and Paul Rudd are the mom and dad, or what?
I think so, or they're around, but she's going to be playing the mom and very involved in it's more about the mother-daughter relationship, as she's recalling her experiences while trying to help her, although her information is dated. Her references are going to be what she went through. I understand, but
it'll be aimed at teens now.
Yes,
totally.
Which is often the case. Yeah.
Did you guys check out any of Elle, the Legally Blonde prequel?
Not yet. I did want to check it out, but
I watched the first half of it. It's more of a drama. I'm like, I don't want to watch a drama prequel. It's a little odd and tone deaf, but interesting to see someone else playing that character, because it takes place, I think, a couple of years before the movie. So I just hope that this is a little more.
Yes.
Yeah.
High school, then.
They're living in. They moved to Seattle for a period of time, so this is supposed to be all of her.
I see.
Getting uprooted.
It's for younger kids because she's even younger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or teens. Yeah.
Essentially. Right. Yeah.
CW.
So I'm hoping that.
Or where was it on?
Amazon. It does sound like a CW show, though. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, because I believe initially this was supposed to be a Peacock series, the Clueless one. But apparently Peacock decided not to, and then apparently Paramount's like, we'll scoop in and pick it up.
I thought that this got canceled. Oh no, that's the Buffy one, I think, right?
Yeah,
Buffy
that one, they shot the pilot at Hulu. They hated it, and they're like, nope.
I see.
So that's why I'm
it's interesting.
This got picked up.
Yeah, it's interesting though. We'll see how much of the other cast is in it, because Brittany Murphy obviously no longer with us.
Yeah.
And Stacey Dash mentally is no longer with us.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar, she went full MAGA, so there's that.
Paul Rudd's very unlikely to participate, especially.
I could see him doing it. He does.
He would say yes. He says yes to everything. He says yes to everything. He would do it just to hang out with Alicia Silverstone.
I wouldn't be shocked.
If Alicia Silverstone's doing it, she would do it. She was in Begonia very briefly recently. She was good in that, but it was a very small part.
Mm-hmm.
I think she got cut down or something.
Lost a couple of years ago. That was very fucked up and trippy. I don't know. Every time I see her, I don't know. She still has the talent, but it's
she still has the voice. Her voice has not changed at all. So I think it was Begonia, because that had been what I seen her. I think that's the only thing I've seen her in recently. I heard her voice, and I'm just like, oh, it's identical. That part hasn't changed. Yeah, it's like a fucking time capsule. It's Cher,
Yeah.
Yep.
So she still has that voice. So I'm surprised she doesn't do more voice work. Maybe she does. It's just not stuff I see. But her voice is still so iconic.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's does she even really need to work? All the stuff she's did back in the day, she probably has a decent nest
need
egg,
or want, she might have a need
exactly.
internally,
True.
The burning need to be an artiste.
That's right. That's fucking
Adam.
Hey, she was Barbara
get it.
Gordon, so she's set.
And one of
This
the
is
finest
true.
Batman movies yet. Oh boy! All right, well,
one of the horniest Batmans for sure. Horniest
Uncle
yeah,
Batman.
Alfred.
only one with nipples, man.
Hell
Hope we
yeah.
get to see the Schumacher cut one day.
Just 20 straight minutes of ass and rubber nipples.
Hey, someone's gonna want it. All right, well, jumping ahead. Amazon MGM Studios has officially greenlit Blumhouse's and Atomic Monsters RoboCop series. So it just seems like everything's now being turned into a series.
Right.
On Amazon.
I don't know. Yeah. Amazon's like, fuck it, we'll try it for a season. But RoboCop, do you think that leads itself like a procedural? Or
They've done it before. You can watch it. It exists. Like there is an older one.
Wasn't there an animated series?
There might have been. That doesn't sound surprising. I did not long ago watch, because on Pluto, I think one of the action channels, I believe, has the RoboCop live action series, and it's it's rough, but at the same time. But then they want to give you what you're looking for. They give you big explosions. They give you huge street-wide firefights. I feel like you say RoboCop series now. That's all I expect. And I think if that's what you deliver, then fine. That's enough. I'm not expecting art, I'm not going to be like my mind blown, but if I just get to see some badass RoboCop stuff, and if you throw freaking Red Foreman in there, just a little cameo, that'd be Kurtwood Smith.
I see. Yes.
We'll have him play someone else and sneak him in there. That'd be just fun for the fans.
But I feel like nobody really flocked to the Joker. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, the original RoboCop movie, is that Paul Verhoeven or whatever?
Paul
What
Voorhees
the
or
heck's
something,
his
I
name?
think.
Yeah. Is that his name?
I think
the guy who did Total
so.
Recall and Super Troopers. Not Super Troopers.
Burnhaven.
Star Trek Troopers and Total Recall, and he's like a big I think it's I forget how you say his name.
Sci-fi action,
Basic Instinct, Hollow Man, a lot of.
Are you looking him up right now? Is it Verhoeven? Is that what it is?
I say Verhoeven, but I don't know if that's correct.
And he did this one, right. Adam. You fact checked that he did do this movie.
He did the original movie, yeah.
That's what I mean. But so my question then would be: is he involved in the RoboCop series?
No, that's the one that seems weird. It's Blumhouse and Atomic Monster. So I'm like, that's what's getting me. It's like I think like
James Wan.
What's his face? James Wan is the
going to be an
one
executive producer. Automatically.
So it's like, do you think this will be like a body horror type thing, maybe, or?
Well, the original film kind of was like that was the shock value of RoboCop. It wasn't just actiony like Commando or Predator or Rambo and stuff, which it has. It's well-told stories in like the thick of this uber masculine fucking action movie. But RoboCop also had this layer of shock value that goes back to the exploitation action films of the 70s. Like, what can I, oh my God. Wild Bunch and things like that, where the screen is getting splashed with blood and it's meant to shock you because here's this perfectly beautiful white room and their first demo of one of their police robots, he just hoses down a bunch of the executives. And it's so like it hits you. It just kind of smacks you in the face. Whereas the other films, it's like, yes, Schwarzenegger throws a knife and impales a guy to a wall, but there's no blood in that scene. RoboCop just like forces you to look at these intense moments, but then you have like, pun intended, the steely gaze of RoboCop as he's just the resolute cop holding over his end of Detroit. I think that's what separates RoboCop from a lot of those genre films of the time. So that's what
I haven't seen it in a long
revisiting
time, to be honest. I would need to rewatch it.
It's worth a rewatch.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's kind of like a critique of like kind of techno-fascism or whatever, and like this sort of like overreaching authority mixed with technology and all that.
100%. So it's very applicable
Yeah.
to our modern
Right.
time. But the irony is then to remake a RoboCop movie, you're going to employ a lot of these things that put a lot of people out of work to make the movie happen. So,
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
But that's what surprised me. I feel like
AI
2014,
making this movie.
2014, we got the remake with Joe Kinnaman and fucking Gary Oldman and Michael Keaton, and I feel like nobody saw it. So it's
Well,
like
they did a RoboCop remake, huh?
Yeah.
like
Yep.
16 years ago.
But there's
like,
a couple of things that came out that year that just smoked it, though. That was the problem. It was probably, I'm guessing, a Marvel or a Star Wars, probably.
There's always a Marvel.
Out of orbit.
Who was in that movie?
Joe Kinnaman, Gary Oldman, Michael Keaton, Sam Jackson. They had a great cast. But
Who was
I don't remember
RoboCop?
any
The
of
first
it.
guy you
Joel
said there?
Kinnaman, yeah.
I don't know who
the
that
guy
is.
played Captain Boomerang, I think, in the Suicide Squad movies.
He was starting to chip away at rising up. And
maybe if I seen him,
essentially,
because I did see Suicide Squad, but I can't picture him. But that's fine.
Yeah, he's a pretty forgettable character actor, but I don't know.
I definitely didn't see the RoboCop remake.
Right. So then we got
I saw it and I don't
Total
remember shit
Recall
about
wasn't
it.
far away from that. They, there was a few
Ooh,
of those
that movie
movies
was
they
a
remade.
fucking offensive. I love the original.
Yeah, just rewatch the original. There's so many of these. Like,
It's a perfect
just watch
movie.
the first one. It's fine. Yeah.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And then her like face all comes apart and there's Arnold underneath there the whole time.
They don't make
You know what I'm
movies
talking
like
about?
that anymore.
Be careful. In
No,
my
they
head,
don't.
too.
In the practical effects in those movies too, which were
Yes.
the cheesiness.
But so much work, so much art went into achieving those things. I was just watching. Someone had posted a series of behind the scenes photos of the depressurization animatronics they made of when they're freaking out, and it's the background of like the earthen Mars material behind their heads, and it's the puppeteer is like laying on the ground next to him as he's operating both puppets as they're shooting all the close-ups of the eyes bulging out and all that stuff.
The amount of in Total Recall, the eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Like, and the amount of work that goes
iconic
into even an insert like that, like that just killer.
I love practical effects. Plus, they really had to make 3 tits.
Yeah.
Those are practical. That was not CGI. They made them titties.
That's right.
That's accurate. Oh man,
I would love to have been flipping through the executive flipping through that script and getting to that page. Just wait a minute.
Oh, that was the selling point for
3
him.
boobs. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Done. Budget. Greenlit. Here you go. Send.
Easy green light right there.
Iconic.
Right, well, we'll keep
those
this train
3
rolling
boobs
with shitty remakes and whatnot. Horror veterans Patrick Melton and Marcus Stunson are rebooting the Leprechaun series over at Lionsgate, and I feel like they just rebooted this movie like 10 years ago again. And
yeah, wasn't Warwick Davis in the last one, or no?
Yeah, Leprechaun Origin, and it was not great. It was a WWE.
None of this is for me. I know that. Oh yes, I did know that. WWE made a Leprechaun movie. I heard that.
And now it sounds like Lionsgate's trying to revive it, but it's like, just try a new thing. Like, new horror is hitting. Why are we going to keep going back to the old well?
It's winning really hard. I think trying to bring, I wouldn't even say our audience. It's kind of like the generation right before us, really, that got to enjoy the beginning of the Leprechaun films. I mean, the first one's funny. Like
I rewatched it last year, and then I attempted to watch the second, and I'm like, I can't.
No.
Fuck. I never made it to Leprechaun in the Hood, never made it to Leprechaun in Space.
I thought,
I've never been much of, this isn't my genre at all.
Fair enough.
Like, horror
Yeah.
isn't my genre really in general, but definitely not like sort of campy horror. Definitely not really my thing.
Oh, yeah. Especially you throw in a pre-nose job Jennifer Aniston as your star of the movie.
Oh, is she in one of the Leprechaun movies?
The very first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
It's like one of the first things one of the first big parts she ever got.
I don't even really watch like Friday the 13th or Halloween, really. So Leprechaun's like an even deeper cut for me.
Exactly.
But I'm familiar. I'm sure it was like high and watched a Leprechaun movie somewhere in film school, you know?
Most likely.
Right. It might have been on.
Yeah.
It's
On someone's couch, like.
I just remember going to video stores and like every few years seeing a new like Leprechaun VHS on the shelves, and I'm like, oh.
I definitely remember seeing the Back to the Hood, Leprechaun 2, Back to the Hood, or something, right? Or 3.
3, I think. Yeah.
It's 3. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. They just went some wild routes with that, but I don't know. I guess these guys that are reviving it, they produced all the Saw movies, and I think they did the Collector movies, and I'm like, I guess they know what they're doing, but I don't know if we need another Leprechaun.
Yeah. There's certain ones I think that are meant to be those time capsules and just kind of let them be as they are. If you want to do something like, it's one of those that's like, instead of making a sequel, why not do your own thing that just happens to also be about a leprechaun? Make it your own story. You know,
I don't know if they did this in the one that you said that they tried to make, like you said, they made a Leprechaun movie like 2015.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they did this in that one, but I would bet if they didn't in this one, there will be a line where someone says, "Who else seen the leprechaun in a tree?" Say, "Yeah." Like,
I don't think they did that in that one. So
you know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
The viral.
It sounds pretty comical.
Oh, you're not familiar with the leprechaun in a tree?
No.
This is like one of the first YouTube videos that like went viral in like the old days, like in like the OG days, like 2005 days, and it was a news article about them interviewing a bunch of people in a town in Alabama, saying that there was a leprechaun in a tree. Yeah. And they had like a police sketch, and it's like the most rickety stick figure drawing you've ever seen.
And this guy who just looks absolutely blitzed out of his mind is just, and I saw this leprechaun in a tree.
I've seen a leprechaun in a tree. Say
that's everyone's seen him. Everyone in this town's seen him. And there's right,
it's very
I think I may have seen that now that you're
wow.
I'm sure that they would make a reference to that because it's this kind of level of camp that
it's low hanging fruit. Like you gotta just go for
it. I'm sure they made a reference to it in a scary movie 20 years ago too. You know,
had to have at some point. I fell off the scary movie train a while ago, but all right. So sticking with more reboots and continuations, Julie Andrews has made it crystal clear that she will not be returning for The Princess Diaries 3, not by her own choice, but by Disney's choice. A, do you guys think we need a Princess Diaries 3? And B, do you think it will suffer without Julie Andrews not being there?
It's funny. It's like I barely remember the second one, much less.
I don't remember. I know Chris Pine was in it, and that's about it. I think she had to get married.
I don't know if I saw either of them. I may have seen the first one, maybe. So I don't know.
The first one. It's a cute, but it's also like it's a very predictable story. You know, girl finds out she's got this lineage. She now has to like live up to
Hallmark.
But she's
I mean, Anne Hathaway's charming and everything. Like exactly, she's very likable.
And she fucking rocks the shit out of it. Out of doing that.
I may have seen at least the first one because I think I may have seen the first one.
Probably, but it's been so fucking long. It's like
2000.
That's like her origins
her
almost, like Anne Hathaway, right? That's like okay, I did see that then a long time ago.
But I'm like, let her take a Julie, sit down. It's okay.
Let her come back. You know, let her come back to Shrek.
Mary Poppins,
Fiona's mother. Yeah, she's a voiceover.
It's okay. Record it from home. Yeah, but exactly. Record your voice from home. Send it into Shrek, but don't fool around with this. Because it's like, from what I recall, like they did have her character used to do a lot. There would be little random. I want to say there was a couple of musical numbers in each film. You know, which obviously she's very well versed
in. The Princess Diaries, there's musical numbers.
Yeah, there is.
I could see her doing one with like Hector Elizondo or something.
There's a whole scene on the first one on the beach with Bob and Tom show is airing live from like Santa Monica or some bullshit, and it's them. Back when they were still them, and there's supposed to be some talent competition show bullshit where then you have a bunch of the main characters are now singing.
God, I don't remember this at all.
Fucking my
This is how Princess Diaries starts.
It ends. It's towards the end of the movie. But
there's a talent competition.
Yes, of course, there's a talent show.
I see.
Right.
Yeah.
Did they have to raise money for like the gym or something?
No, it's the other direction. It's more like the cool kids versus the uncool kids kind of thing.
Oh, because she was like an ugly nerd, and then
She
when
was
she
a
became
nerd,
princess, she
and
became
then she got hot.
sexy. Yeah.
So yes, so now she's cool.
Dennis, this is a Vale movie, right? She probably loves this movie.
Oh no, she can't stand this shit. This is my sister.
Okay.
This is we saw it in theaters when it came out with my mom and my sisters. And
I see. Older or younger?
On younger.
Okay. I see. So it's for a little bit younger than us. That's why. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to place it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So I think we're all on the same boat here of who gives a fuck about Princess Diaries 3.
Good for them. Good for you, not for me.
Right, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But let's try this next one out here. Rumor has it that Dave Bautista will be taking over the lead role of Kratos in Amazon's upcoming God of War series. I feel like it makes sense, but he lost all that fucking muscle. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those. Ryan Hurst worked so fucking hard to get the physique for Kratos, and when he posted that picture, I'm like, amazing. I think he could have his acting very much can carry that character. Can Dave Bautista do it as well? Of course he can.
Who's this other guy?
He's never really
Ryan Hurst.
The other. He was on.
Did you watch
Anarchy?
Yeah. Did you watch that one?
Did he play the character before?
No.
You're saying?
You're
saying he could play him.
No.
He was. Yeah, sorry. They shot 4 episodes. He tore like a bicep. Was going to be out of work for like 6 months to recover, but they couldn't.
And so they replaced him with Batista.
Yeah, that's what the rumor of Batista's going to be coming in.
They'll have to go back and reshoot everything they shot with Ryan Hurst. Because
I see the Sons of Anarchy guy. Yeah. I'd seen that posted that he was going to be the guy, and so I see. I don't know anything about this property either, but I've seen the news. And so, so the guy that they had cast, he got hurt, and then they cast Dave Bautista to replace him, allegedly. That's the news we're commenting on now.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
No, you're good. No, it's no apologies for you. I just don't know this property that well.
No, for sure. It makes sense. And it's good for everyone listening who doesn't know or watching whatnot. So that's good catch up.
It's kind of like the Labors of Hercules story. He gets deceived by the gods. He murders his own family. Now he's seeking revenge on the god that deceived him.
Is Danny DeVito in that Hercules too, or no?
I wish. Hercules is a villain, I think. He's like a side. He is a character that exists in this world, but it's this realm full of mortals and gods who coexist in the same plane, and
I see.
He's had enough.
But do you think Dave Bautista can lead a series? Like, I mean, I know he's done movies and stuff, but
yeah. I have no doubt he can do it.
He's very cool. He's very funny. He's very good. I like him. Everything I've seen him in, I've liked him in.
The way
you see
the tone,
him putting the muscle back on.
Yeah, he's capable.
Okay.
Now, did he have enough time to look like Kratos? That I'm not sure, because that's something. Because it took, like Ryan Hurst talked about, it taking him like over a year.
I think.
Or yeah,
they'll just CGI it.
And see, that's what I don't want to see. Like,
that's just what they're gonna do, though. We already know.
That's very true.
Particularly if they're behind schedule. I mean, they're just gonna
make it round. Yeah, like that's the quickest. Solution.
Either prosthetic or CGI or a combination of both. Probably there's no time for him to like add all that much weight. He might bulk up a bit, but.
Right.
I guess
if he's as thin as you got, what is he thin for? Was he in a role where he was playing somebody?
No, he just got sick of like keeping the muscle up, and he wanted to get in shape. I guess.
Oh, I see. Unhealthy. So he just got a little bit leaner, right?
The last movie he was in, he got some flack for because he got really slim instead of being very built. So people thought, "Oh my God, what's wrong? Is he sick? What's wrong?" And he's like, "No, I just stopped."
He's just normal size. What was the last movie he was in? One of the Knives Out movies?
Wrecking Crew, I think. Amazon movie.
Oh, okay.
I want to try to find a picture.
He makes a lot of movies though, like that we
Yeah.
probably never even heard of half of them. He just does a lot of shit.
He cranks them out.
I actually worked with him once a long time ago. I was a PA on a movie that he starred in called Bushwick. It was an action movie that
it was in my queue for the longest time. It looked good, but I never got to it. Was it good?
Like I said, I worked on it. I didn't say that I watched it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I heard that it's fun. It is what it is. I also never got around to seeing it, but yeah. I don't think I ever watched it, no, but I PA'd on it for a while. He was very nice, but this was like that movie we shot it in maybe 2014.
Okay.
So like a while ago.
Yeah.
10 plus years ago. He's much more of an actor. He wasn't really much of an actor yet.
Yeah, he was still breaking through that barrier.
He was still building his filmography for sure in terms of like legitimate acting roles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy I see in Army of the Dead, 100%, I could see him leading a God of War movie. You know, that's the presence. Sorry, that's the presence I could see him carrying through. The
God of War was Xbox, right? Or no?
PlayStation.
PlayStation. Okay, yeah. I remember it I remember when it was out, but I never really played it.
Yeah, I've never been a PlayStation guy, so I never got to that either. But
same.
All right,
it looks fun though.
So let's see.
I'm starting to get dark, huh? Can you see me at all?
Oh yeah.
That
is that better?
Still fills you in. That's a little
bit.
Is
that
better?
Yeah.
Our battery
your face.
Yeah.
Right.
Hopefully, it won't battery die.
So moving on here. It looks like Obsession star Michael Johnston will be joining Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz in Radio Silence's upcoming Mummy sequel. Either of you see Obsession or?
It's at the top of my queue. It's like legit. It's one of those like I really want to sit down and savor it when I watch it. So I've kind of been putting it off because I've had an evening that's quite felt right. You know, where I'm going to really be.
It's not quite my thing, so I haven't gone on my way to see it.
Yeah,
and I heard everyone say that it's good, but then I've seen all the discourse with the crew and his response to it, the directors, and all that stuff. And I wasn't the biggest fan of what he had to say about it all. So I probably won't ever watch it. But I already probably wasn't going to because it's not really my genre. But
yeah. That makes sense.
I heard it's very. People seem to really enjoy it, though. People that are into that stuff were way into this movie.
Yeah, so this guy, the main character, he goes through some fucked up stuff. He's kind of like the guy who incites the incident of the movie, and he's dealing with the blowback of all of it. But I feel like he could be interesting. Everyone was thinking, he's going to play Brendan Fraser's kid. But then reports are, no, he might be a villain. So it could be interesting seeing this guy try something.
Is Brendan Fraser going to be in this movie?
Yeah. They're pretending the third one never happened, and this is the follow-up to the Scorpion King one, 20 years later or some shit.
Wait, Scorpion King was the third one, I think.
Second. Well, Scorpion King was the spin-off.
It's a spin-off. The Dragon King, the Chinese one, is the third one.
Tomb of the
the first one is the Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Yep.
The second one is the one with The Rock.
Yeah, the Mummy Returns. Yeah, he played the Scorpion King. That's when we were introduced to him.
And then there's
Mummy Returns. So Scorpion King is the third one, but Mummy Returns is the second one. That's when The Rock shows up. Then he got a spin-off movie.
Scorpion King is a prequel to all of them, actually.
Right.
It's fucking confusing and weird.
It's really stupid. And then the Scorpion King had their own series. The Scorpion King movies got their own 2 or 3 sequels.
And that was the third movie they made. And then they made another one after that they're not counting.
2008.
Yes.
Yeah. They're pretending that never
happened. The chronological third film is this Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
So, and that was Mummy 3 in 2008.
Yeah.
Was called Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
Yes.
I believe so.
And it had Jet Li in it.
Yes.
Yep. He was the
And
villain.
Brendan Fraser.
Yep.
And it was
see.
It came
and it was
out at the
not
same
good
time as
also.
Iron Man. Yeah.
No.
Okay, and so now they're trying to do that again, but better.
Yeah, the guys who did Ready or Not and Abigail, like these horror guys are coming in, horror comedy guys are coming in and trying their hand at it.
Okay.
So,
I mean, people really love the original Mummy. You know, it holds an an important place in the bisexual community.
Really? Huh.
Yo, yeah. The original Mummy is like the #1 bisexual movie because of the cast, because everyone's hot. People always talk about the Mummy. It's part of like bisexual culture to talk about the movie The Mummy all the time.
Oh, that's cool.
People say that it's like their bisexual awakening. It's like a meme. People talk about that movie so fucking much.
So, so it's like it doesn't matter
circles.
which actor you're looking at. Everyone's just beautiful and.
Yeah. It's like a bi-awakening movie when you realize, like, oh, I have a crush on multiple genders in this movie.
Interesting.
Huh. More you know.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, it makes sense. Why not try another one, I guess? Now, I'm more interested to see if Brendan Fraser can get back in shape. Because I feel like he's...
Is he still look like the whale or what? Is he in the whale shape?
Yeah.
Oh, he lost some of the whale weight?
We're down to manatee, not whale.
But
I don't know how he gained all the weight for that role.
Well, he stopped acting for a long time, right? Like that was
what his like diet and workout was for that.
Oh yeah, like now that he's doing this, he's been like trying to get in shape and shit. So it's like all the power to him because he's going to be in his 50s, right?
And he's getting roles like left and right 60. Now. They've been piling.
He was
up.
in some like Oscar bait movie this past year. I can't remember what it was.
Where he's the rental.
There was Rental Family last year. Earlier this year, there was Pressure where he played a president, and he is all right in that.
I still want to see Pressure.
I haven't seen that one.
It's pretty good. Not my type of movie, but somehow they made D-Day and the weather interesting.
Right, like that.
Yeah,
I love the idea of it.
Yeah,
for the Mummy here though, that's okay. Like maybe it would help more if I had seen his performance in the film, but my whole thing is like, is this going to be Indy's dad? Is this the third Indiana Jones? Like we're going to have the legacy cast, but they're going to be like backfill while our new people are up front doing the action.
Your standard like you're saying Silent Bob reboot. Your reboot, your classic,
or the last fucking Jurassic Park movie, same thing. Like, let's bring them all back, but they're kind of only do a little bit.
Yeah,
back there.
Yeah, that's something I should have brought up in the news, but I didn't. But do you hear one of Sam Neill's last movies is going to be Zelda? He shot Zelda before he died.
Oh,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, he was all shut out. Sam Neill.
Sam Neill.
I don't know who that is.
Jurassic Park.
The lead guy from Jurassic Park.
Hunt
for the
scientists.
People.
Yeah, that little fuck. Yeah, he's Santa Claus too.
Is he?
And Miracle on 34th Street with the little.
No. You're thinking of You're thinking of
You're thinking of the
old
scientist guy.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
The
paleontologist that
khaki shorts. I see that guy. That guy. What's his name? James Neal. Sam Neill.
The actor Sam Neill. Yes. Yeah.
He died.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple of months
ago. Very recently. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah. He's great in that.
Yeah.
He's been in a bunch of shit though.
Yeah.
Zelda is his last movie. Yeah, Zelda's his last movie. You're saying though.
Yep. Yeah. I believe all of his scenes were shot out, so his picture's locked. So
I didn't know that they had started shooting that yet. But
I think they
released a couple stills of the main cast, and it's like very like the wardrobe, I'm very excited. I'm trying not to be very excited, but I am. So
yeah. It's been a long time.
The last Planet of the Apes movie, which was kind of good, so I'm hoping he can bring that.
I'm worried it's gonna look amazing but be boring.
That is a concern of mine as well,
right? Because so much of that game is tone. How much are you going to give to the game? Exactly. Yeah, And from what the rumor is, they're going to stick to that, or like that's what people are hoping
I can
for.
see it.
Why would you then give a bunch of voice like dialogue to fucking Link, man? Like what? There's one game he speaks in, and no one likes it. So
Which one's
Damn.
that?
it's this laser disc. It's this very obscure platform.
Oh, okay,
Or like
okay.
the Jaguar or something. It's one of the few times that a non-Nintendo
Unfamiliar.
platform had a Link game, because then they did an animated series that lasted for one season, and it was right around the same time, and it was absolute dog shit.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Nintendo never allowed that again after that. So
Well, I mean, yeah, they started going pretty tight-lipped on everything.
yes,
So
Did
Mario
you
Brothers
guys
and shit.
know that Zelda is the girl?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Link's the guy. Yeah.
I'm just
Some
fucking
people
with you
get that
guys.
confused. Yeah,
I know they did. That's like, yeah. Uh-huh.
for
Did
sure.
you know that badass ninja Sheik is actually not a boy?
Oh, really?
Isn't it Zelda?
It's Zelda, who's a
Oh,
girl.
What? Fuck. Woke shit.
I see.
Uh,
Zelda's the
all right,
girl.
Terrible piggyback on your joke. I couldn't keep it alive.
No, I didn't
All
get.
right.
I just my lord didn't go. It's deep,
Oh,
so
It's
I
all
missed
good.
it.
okay.
I've only played the original Zelda game. I've never played any of the other. That's not my kind of game though. But I respect what they
Fair
do. I'm too
I'm a Link
impatient
to the
play
Past
those.
kind of guy, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll fuck with Link and Smash Brothers though. That's about as much as I get.
Yeah, that's probably should go out anyways. I'm going back to dark.
All right.
He's in the
All
dark.
right, up next, Nicholas Hoult is joining season 2 of HBO Harry Potter series as Gilderoy Lockhart, aka the fame-obsessed and boastful professor of defense against the dark arts. I don't know. How do you feel about Nicholas Hoult joining the Harry Potter series?
I hope
I
he
think
catches a terminal illness for doing it. I hope everybody involved with the new Harry Potter catches a terminal illness for their involvement in that property.
Oh, wow.
That's how I feel about Harry Potter.
See, I mean, I feel
Fair
shitty
enough.
about fucking J.K. Simmons, J.K. Rowling's, yeah.
Fuck
Correct.
that
That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, they could all go down with her. Like, you're gonna go to like, you know what you're doing at this point. Like,
it's such a horrible, like, I think that's the horrible thing when it comes down to some fans of the property. It's like you want to separate the person from the property, especially when so many people can identify with it the way they do. And it's like, no, you don't
It's
realize
rough.
how all
With
of this
this one
can be
you can't.
reinterpreted for us. But
because
it's like,
every penny that she gets, she's like vowed that she's spending back to do terrible things, you know?
Yeah.
Like she's
That's
like
like
just
me-
so aggressive
Yeah.
about it. It's one thing to have opinion,
And
it's
she's
the other
doubling
thing when
down.
you were like actively like, I'm doing this new show because the other actors, those kids, they spoke out against me, and then I want to
Right.
spend every dollar like fighting this shit or whatever. So she's just so annoying.
and that's what's so funny
So,
is
I'm
the
like,
concept
just
of
let Harry
redoing
Potter die, you know?
the movies that
Unpopular
are released
opinion.
are already like, it's funny. I just watched. I just had Chamber of Secrets on last night or the night before, so I just rewatched the storyline. You know, it's like, oh, you know, that's funny. The politicized aspect of it aside, I think it's good casting for this character.
Sure.
He's supposed to be this asshole, very
Yeah.
pompous, full of
Wait,
himself.
who's he playing?
Gilderoy Lockhart. So the
guy
author,
that,
he stole all those adventure stories from other real wizards, and he claimed all those adventures as his own. And all these people swoon over him because he's such an incredible adventurer. He tells all these romantic stories too. He comes off all handsome in person. He's very well spoken, but he doesn't do any of those things. All he does is wipe the memory of people who've done those things, and he writes the stories and releases them in his books. So I think that
I see.
this actor would be good at, Nicholas Hoult would be good at playing that. But in the doses we got in the last film, I think we're the right amount. I don't want to be seeing this guy for a whole season because it's too much. Then the joke gets overplayed. Even in the book, you get the doses of him, and he is the comic relief to our main characters who are actually adventuring badasses, even though they're children.
True.
It's one of those things where I'd be curious to see how he plays it, but you know, I credit to Mike's comments here of the the origin of the source material here.
I can't watch the Cosby Show. I can never watch Ghost Dad again and feel the same way about it after Bill Cosby. But yeah, it sucks, man, when the artist fucks everything up. I get it.
Right. Agreed.
All right. Well, speaking of fucked up,
I conveniently was never a huge fan to begin with, so it's really easy for me to be very anti because it was never one of my. It was never one of my things, so I'm very. It's easy for me to be like, throw it away.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get that, and I respect that too. I think it's just 100%. A little bit harder for me because I remember I started reading them at book 3, and then I was reading them as they were coming out. So it's that feeling of when the movies were coming out, and just it's still
fair enough.
No, it's fine. I just had better taste than you as a kid. It's okay, buddy.
I know, I know that to be true. It's always been there. So,
oh boy,
I just teasing you.
All right,
it's all good.
Moving on here, Alien Romulus and the Long Walk star David Johnson will be playing the aged-up version of T'Challa's son in Black Panther 3. I love this kid in Romulus. I thought he was really great in the Long Walk, and I'd be intrigued to see him take over the Black Panther mantle. How about you guys?
I enjoyed the second one. It proves the point, as heartbreaking as it is to move the story past a beloved performer associated with the character. It can be done. It's been done. It's been done before, but in this world, I think it's a natural progression. Even in the comic books, unfortunately, those things do happen in fantasy. So letting the reality kind of lend itself to this advancement of the story, and then respecting who the previous performer the character was, and then getting to honor that within the story of the film, I think is pretty cool. And I'm not, especially given the talent attached, I'm not concerned about it not being an entertaining film. So
I'm just wondering how they're going to age him up, since he was so young in that second movie. Like, how big the time jump will be from that movie to this, or something to do with like how they open up the multiverse in Secret Wars.
Well, they've never gone linear with the chronology of storytelling previously, really. That occasionally we'll get a couple movies in a row, 1 or 2 movies in a row that are chronological, but then we get like, oh no, this one actually takes place between this series and this film. Oh, but then this one is actually between these 2 movies. Oh, but this one's actually parallel with this giant event. That's why you don't see this character show up here. So I think they've kind of have an inherent built-in excuse, sort of, as to why, like, it may not make sense now, but I think let it play out, and then we realize, oh, this one might actually be after something that's still to come out, or again, maybe it's running parallel to another event that has a huge amount of time pass. We're gonna have a couple of really big Marvel movies over the course of the next 2 years that are going to have to move the story forward in big chunks.
And that kind of comes up with the rumor that just recently came out. Like, a lot of people have been talking, like, maybe Storm might be introduced in this, like, especially with D23 coming up, and they've been naming X-Men characters. And in the poster for D23, there's only one mutant on the fucking poster, and it's Storm. So do you think they may introduce Storm? I mean, given Storm was in a relationship with the original T'Challa, but I feel like they always have that leeway to change things up in the movies. Could you see them introducing Storm in this and then bring her, kind of like what they did with Jean Grey?
I mean, they can't. That's the thing. You absolutely can. And it kind of, not that I was about to say, and it doesn't matter. Not that it doesn't matter. No, because they're all different dimensions now. They've more than explained. She can be any age they want her to be. That's convenient for the story. I think it's more, it's allowing, as an audience member, allowing the story to just unfold instead of needing this character to be this age in this place.
Mm-hmm.
You're not reading you're not reading the comics right now. You're not watching the animated series right now. You're not playing the games right now. You're watching this movie and this story. So maybe, yes, you are familiar with this character and this origin story. Why not let this one move forward? Just like Tom Holland's Spider-Man never needed the root of the origin story to unfold in front of our eyes. We've seen it.
Yeah.
We've seen it multiple times. Same with Batman. The Batman. We don't need to see the alley take place. It's there enough. So I have no issue if this is where they decide to do that. I also don't think they need to force it either.
Fair enough. Yeah.
There's already going to be 35 heroes in the next Marvel movies. So, wasn't she also on that short list of when all of the X-Men were going to get origin movies? Wasn't she like the next one up after Wolverine before that movie tanked?
God, I can't even recall, to be honest with you.
So I feel like
wouldn't be shocked.
Storm and Gambit were
higher
up
Gambit
on the list of the next ones that they were going to try to get to. So, I mean, she's due for attention. She's a great character. But
God,
I don't think we need it there.
God, I completely forgot to add on here the whole Blade being dead, supposedly rumor, but fuck, forgot to put that on the news here. But moving on in the same realm, essentially here, they announced Ryan Gosling will star as Johnny Blaze in the MCU's upcoming Ghost Rider movie, and it will be directed by Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy. How do you guys feel about that one?
I mean, it could be cool. I like the character. I like this. Anytime you kind of like take the sort of evil appearance of a character and then make them into a good guy, I kind of think is neat. He's gonna have a very fucking busy couple of years here.
Oh yeah.
Because is Starfighter done filming, or are they wrapping?
Yeah, and that's why these two are doing it, because it's the same director and star from Starfighter. Kevin Feige loved it and was like, all right, you guys go do Ghost Rider. But that's the thing to me. I'm not a giant Sean Levy fan. I feel like his movie's a little too clean, a little too kind of, I don't know. I felt like Deadpool and Wolverine was a little too cameo.
It's very, It's very superficial, but it doesn't mean it's not entertaining, but it's not like an emotional upheaval when you experience those films.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Oh, yep. You're back.
Oh, shit. Were you talking before?
Oh, okay, sorry, cool. Man. It wasn't working for a minute. I did try for a second and it didn't come in, but you're good. It just stopped working for like a few seconds, but it's working now. But yes, continue.
And rumor has it that Sacha Baron Cohen's going to come back as Mephisto in this.
Yeah.
So that could be interesting.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of hoping. I wondered, because we've been like, we had the Nick Cage Ghost Rider films, which, whatever, however you feel about them, it's whatever. But the character technically does exist in the MCU. That's what I was wondering before they announced this casting. Are they going to jump right into Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider?
That's what the rumor was for a while.
That would be sick. But that also is a jump to the West Coast, which we haven't really done much of yet in the MCU. So
not a ton. There's only a couple shows where they like are West Coast,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think part of the Ghost Rider thing, from what I understand, is they might be leading up to like a Midnight Suns thing with like Moon Knight and some other
Moon Knight, Blade, Wolverine, possibly Magic.
Yes, I was gonna say Magic. There you go. I was trying to remember her name.
Werewolf by Night.
Ooh, yeah, Man Thing. Which would be a fantastic fucking movie, man. Bringing all these characters together in a dark.
I loved the game is really good too. Just to throw out there. Well, yeah. Who else is in? Who else has been a member?
Up Blade though.
Night Suns.
Yeah, and that's why Kevin Feige says that's one of his biggest regrets, not being able to get Blade off the ground. And Mahershala recently announced that I'm giving up on that.
Yeah, he's been like kind of talking shit about it almost. Mahershala Ali, not talking shit, but you could tell that he's
being honest. He's being honest.
He's like, this should have happened, and it's not my fault it didn't happen. It's on y'all. Y'all fucked this up.
And
he was like, okay, that was
so much ass. Oh, come on. Like he would have been so good as
amazing Blade.
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel like that could. I wonder if it's a misdirection. If he'll actually pop up in Secret Wars or Doomsday.
They're just
trying
telling
throw
him
us
to
off
say
the
all
scent.
this shit.
That would be
I wonder.
crazy.
That would be
Because
more
that's the only
calculated.
way we couldn't see it coming.
But
But at least bring them into like a Midnight Suns, like you Mike's saying. Like that, I feel like
Yeah.
could be plausible. But also
Oh,
slap in the face. You were gonna have your own solo movie, but now you're just in an ensemble. But it could work. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
rough.
yeah.
But
Yeah, but I do think Ryan Gosling is going to be great as Ghost Rider. I love like Ryan Gosling and everything. He's very charming.
He's already
and
played the
likable.
stuntman. He can do the
Yep.
he can do the bit like the larger than life character that's like almost obnoxious, but you still can't hate. He can't help but love the guy.
Great as an asshole. Works great as a lovable character. Like he runs the gambit.
Plus, he'll be like a hot guy on a motorcycle for part of this movie, which would be
And sometimes
good, you know?
literally a man that is incredibly hot.
Really
on the
hot,
motor-
yes. He'll be like a hot guy, and then he goes in flames while riding a motorcycle. That's like pretty badass.
And then he penance stares you, and your soul leaves your body.
They're like, what if we had a Ghost Rider, but he was really, really hot? And we're like, okay, cool, let's do it. 2028, it's coming.
There you go. There you go. It's happening. It's happening.
Yes, the
It-
kids-
Then they
it's-
play
it-
just
we're
the
in the
Drive
time of
soundtrack.
wrestling. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd
They
be
should
pretty
just play
dope.
the Drive soundtrack the whole movie too. It'd be cool.
That's what it should be.
You know?
It should just be like Drive. They should have got Nicholas Rifen.
Yeah,
Well,
Rifen, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, although I hated his last movie, but get him to do this, that would have been great. Would have been gritty, dark, a total.
Unfortunately, Kavinsky, who did most of the music for Drive, the the main song, he just died the other day.
Oh no shit! Fuck,
Yeah.
that's rough. That guy had talent, man.
Absolutely.
All right,
Oh,
so
yeah.
staying in the realm of the DCU, it's been announced that Ready or Not star Samara Weaving will be playing Emma Frost in X-Men. I love her and everything she does. I can see her as a villain.
Oh, yeah. What's her
it's
name
interesting.
again?
Samara Weaving.
Samara
Playing
Weaving.
Emma
What was
Frost.
she in? Yeah.
Ready or Not, she was in that Yorma Tacoma movie with Jason Segel recently, Over Your Dead Body. God, she's done a lot of random
I've
things.
heard of
Like,
her,
at that
and I've
range,
seen this news already, and I know people are excited about it. I've seen the picture, but I'm not super familiar.
She's like this Australian actress, really talented. She like
That's
she
Hugo
Samara
plays
Weaving?
really well.
Isn't that Hugo
Is she a
Weaving's daughter?
Nepo?
Yeah,
Yes.
niece, I
No?
believe.
Niece.
I-
niece.
Oh,
think
okay.
yes, yeah.
Nepo niece. Nepo niece. Okay, yeah, that's who she is then. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
Well, it's funny because then she's like what, the third or fourth actress to play Emma Frost. Who's
Yeah, I mean, I know we got January Jones in the prequel X-Men films.
yeah. There was
I don't-
in X2 or 3, there is a teenage version of her that helps these escape, that helps the other young mutants escape. They're like trapped in the dam. I think that's X2.
I think so.
There's but it's like that, where it's like where she's existed as these like ancillary characters. She's been in the background. They've like shown
She's
her to
not really
exist.
been shown.
But yeah, she's never had the impact because it's like in the X-Men universe, she's fucking heavy. Like there's clones of her that get made to get used as like an army of.
Is she in
Damn.
X-97?
Ooh, I haven't finished this last season, so I don't know if.
I haven't started
I
the
haven't
new
seen
season
any
yet
of
either.
this season.
So
I haven't
she's
even
not in
seen
the
season
first
1
season,
yet.
right? She's not in season
No,
1.
not season 1.
No,
I believe she was in the original run though. Like
I wouldn't
she
be
made,
shocked.
she made
I think
appearances.
so.
So fucking good though. Yeah, it was. I do have to finish. I got like halfway through.
Oh, apparently they claim when I googled it, she was in season 1 of '97
Oh shit.
Weird.
Okay. I'll
in
have to-
the
have to rewatch
Genoshan
it.
Council, surviving the attacks. That
Oh,
manifest
Oh,
through
she's
time
on the
and form.
council?
Oh God. Okay. Oh well,
Yeah.
then all right. So she was among. a bunch of
Yeah.
them.
And she has an ambiguous role in season 2. It says.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
Google claims.
Well, there's a lot of
Um,
time jumping in season 2.
Damn.
Which means she was on the original run for sure,
I feel like everyone was in the original X-Men cartoon.
That's one of the things that I think feel like the movies.
Oh, what a classic. When that fucking
epic.
music came on and fucking Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, fucking hated the movie, but that was just badass. Charles coming out in that wheelchair.
Such potential. I wouldn't say hate. I don't hate it.
Yeah, I actually
didn't like
could have
it.
been
was
better.
Weird.
I
trippy.
wanted to like it more.
It could
I
have
really
been
like
better.
Doctor Strange too. That's a character I think
I liked
I
the
honestly
first
would like
one.
some more of.
First one was great.
Yeah. The
And it
first one
just
was like
sucks
very
because that
cool
was
when it came out.
getting Sam Raimi into the MCU. I was so excited, and then it's like, I wanted more out of that.
I liked what was there, but there should have been more of it, and I didn't like that what they did with Wanda. Really, the way they did Wanda was a little off.
I just was reading an article. She said that apparently the writers hadn't seen any of WandaVision,
Correct.
so they didn't even know the direction that it was going.
100% felt like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's rough.
And
like, how do you not have the synergy?
Yeah.
It's like so much of her power gets undercut. If anything, we should have seen a greater rise in power of Steven. Like he should have needed to like level up to her a lot more rather than like she's seemingly nowhere near as efficient as she used to be.
I think they underestimated how popular WandaVision was going to be, and then it came out and it was
100%.
like actually very important.
Yep.
Like people had seen it, so it didn't connect with most people because everyone like kind of loved WandaVision. And then it like didn't continue. It like erased the continuity of WandaVision by just being off with that, you know?
It's such a shame.
Yeah.
Like so much potential with that character. But hopefully somehow they bring her back.
She'll be back again. No, we're not done with her or her kids.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
All the witches are coming back supposedly. There's something about the witches. They like tease something at Comic-Con about witches, and so we might be.
There's gonna be Latvian witches in Doomsday.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Probably
but we might see more of Catherine Hahn or Aubrey Plaza. Or
I never finished that series.
You never finished?
I didn't finish
Agatha all along.
It
was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I wanted to like it.
It's got Aubrey Plaza, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
I love Catherine Hahn too. She's
Catherine Hahn,
and the two as a couple or on again, off again. That was kind of nice. But I don't know. But yeah, sticking with X-Men news, we got some more here. Heartstopper star Kit Connor is set to play Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, in X-Men. Only thing I think I've seen him in was Warfare, but I feel like everyone looked the same in that movie, so I don't really know this guy. But
oh shit!
All I know is that he is an out bisexual man, so that's a victory for my team here.
There you go.
Fair enough.
Him. Yeah. Which means Cyclops is
fitting for Scott Summers, I feel. Yeah. Like it's
that
world of the X-Men, you know, although we're not getting the Iceman, like a true Iceman.
Him, Jean, Wolverine, the three of them together, you know.
Little triangle action.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm
That's
intrigued. The guy looks
Cyclops.
like he has the physique of a Cyclops.
Yeah.
I'm
totally.
Intrigued.
I mean, the images for those listening, the images you have are perfect of the yellow polo that each of them are wearing with the eyewear. It's kind of on point to like, it's okay. Yeah, I can totally see that. The only thing I don't really, like you said, I can't really pull his character out of Warfare in my mind. So I'm curious, can he maintain that Boy Scout-esque
But I know a lot of people love that Heartstopper show that he's on. Everyone seems to love that watches it. So hopefully,
I'm not familiar with it.
I don't know, but I know a lot of people love it. It's like one of those like kind of I think queer love stories. I think that's all I know about it. But so hopefully, if he had something there that like really seemed interesting, it could lean itself pretty well into the MCU. I'm thinking, why not?
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Sorry, I got two more here, and then I'll shut the fuck up with this stuff. Sorry. It appears as if Sony and the Alamo Drafthouse will be reviving the Cinerama Dome in Hollywood.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a victory. It's been so long since that's been shuttered.
Our mayor is so proud.
Yeah, they were like they had to bug those people forever about that. I don't know. I was been following the
guy on
the
like
story for a long time. Yeah, because I used to work for ArcLight. That was my first job in LA. Is I worked at the ArcLight in Sherman Oaks and used to go to the Cinerama Dome all the time, and that's who owned the Cinerama Dome. And they just been being real weird about like letting that place go, and so I seen that I was looking for Spider-Man tickets the other day, just looking at showtimes and prices, and I happened to click at Alamo Drafthouse, and they have a big banner at the top that says coming soon Cinerama Dome, and I was like, oh, that's okay, awesome. Alamo Drafthouse must have bought it. And which would be cool because I can't wait to spend $30 per ticket at the Dome. That'd be great,
right? But it is such an interesting experience being in that theater. But yeah, so fucking pricey.
Yeah, but Drafthouse has similar vibes to what the ArcLight was when it was there before, anyways. Which was they have food and drink, and
like. I always have dreamt about the Drafthouse, and then they opened one up in Boston not too long ago. Went opening like week. It was kind of a shit show. I went to see fucking back rooms there. They were out of soda. They were out of this and that. And I'm like, how are you running this fucking place? Jesus. But I hear all the ones in Texas and Los Angeles and everywhere else are amazing. But the one in Boston needs to get their shit together.
I find it distracting that the waiters are coming in all the time.
Yes. Yeah. And that's their whole thing about preserving the film and this and that. And now you got to order your shit on an app.
On your phone. Get the fuck out of here. See, that's their whole thing. The thing that you took, like the thing that you enforced to try to solidify the cinema experience. Don't then just reinsert it another fucking way. Like, get up and leave if you want to do that.
Or the last time I was there, it was in downtown LA a few years ago. You like wrote on a slip of paper what you wanted, I think.
Oh,
and you like put it in the thing, and you're like, that's what it used to be, right? But they have an app now, I think, too.
Yeah, they make QR you use the app
and
to do
apps.
Yep.
And it's like you're the theater that's like put your phone away.
Popcorn. Yeah.
And it comes in like a weird fucking dog bowl type thing. It's like, what the fuck is this?
It does. It comes in
God damn it!
Don't you do free refills though? So you got to hit the thing to get the refill as many times as possible, though, to get your money's worth. Because the bowl's not that big.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But see, that's what's funny about the Alamo Drafthouse experience for me is like I think I might reserve going there for when it's like a movie marathon or it's a special event screening or stuff.
Curated like revival films and stuff. They curate fun
like
things.
A fine
so
cinema.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
I went to a double feature screening of I only went to one of them though, of Billy Madison and Dazed and Confused. Or not Dazed and Confused, sorry. Billy Madison and Half Baked. Sorry, I fucked that up.
Okay.
With the director of both.
Nice.
The director, same director.
I did not know that.
I didn't either. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And so that was really fun.
Nice.
I forget her name. But the director, I'm blanking on it right now, but she directed both of those films and it was really cool. I went to that at the Alamo Drafthouse before. But it's
my last.
Oh. Yes, Tamara Davis. Yeah, she directed both of those movies, right?
Yeah.
I
never knew that. That's funny.
I think my last Drafthouse experience with Adam seeing the original Star Wars trilogy.
No, that wasn't even Drafthouse. That was some random cinema downtown.
It wasn't. Well, I mean, it was the Ophelia, but wasn't it hosted? It was an event. Because they did the whole intro thing and stuff. Because I remember
maybe that was them.
It might have been hosted by the Drafthouse.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like the location. Exactly.
Before they actually. Okay, that makes sense.
It's before they moved to LA or they had a brick and mortar in LA, but they were they were hosting those pop up like events at theaters.
Okay.
Because we went to a couple, but that was one that that's.
I didn't even realize it was them.
Yeah.
Well, a friend of mine used to work there, and so the only times I went there were because when she gave me a handful of free tickets that I used, and then when I ran out of those tickets, I haven't been. So I've never actually gone and spent my own money there. But
there you go.
I did
It's the perfect way to
enjoy
do
the
it.
I did enjoy the 3 times I went there for free.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, I got one more here. It's one of the big ones here. It looks like the trial against Paramount's purchase of WB will take place on March of 2027, which is interesting because the deal isn't closed. If the deal isn't closed by September 30th, Paramount will have to pay a $7 million ticking fee to Warner Brothers shareholders daily starting October 1st, which is roughly $650 million per quarter.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. Okay, I got it here. But most interestingly enough is if the merger doesn't happen by June 4th, Zaslav has an exit. If Zaslav can pull out of the agreement, and Ellison will have to pay Warner Brothers a $7 billion breakup fee. So now the pressure's on Ellison, and he's panicking. Before the court case was set, he said he was going to pause the deal. Then he put out an op-ed in the New York Times claiming his intentions are purely for the love of cinema and not aligned with any political party. After that, he goes out to the cinema chain saying that he'll sign a legally binding 3-year contract stating that Warner Brothers and Paramount will release 30 theatrical movies a year. And today, he's once again threatening to move Paramount out of California if the AGs don't drop the antitrust lawsuit against them by October 1st.
And then I think that's developed even further because then hours after here, because this morning I heard that. Then a few hours later I heard, oh no, we are moving. It's like we are leaving California by October 1st. That's when we will shut everything down and we'll start them. Like the gears will start turning October 1st. I'm like, Ellisons are so fucked. Like this whole thing is such a mess. It's just going to end up costing them so many billions of dollars. They're going to be so very deep into a hole that they won't be able to climb out of. They're just going to have to sell themselves off again and have to wash their hands of it. And when Netflix, this could have been all done and over with a year ago. Right? Like Netflix had the deal locked in last year, didn't they?
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, even if the deal does go through, they're still paying that ticking fee. And I think it's $111 billion. So it's like, they're going to be so fucking in debt. How are they getting the money to make 30 theatrical films a year? None of it makes any sense.
They need 30 fucking avatars to fucking balance this out.
Good luck. Good fucking luck with that. He's had the studio for 1 year already. What have they done? They put out a fucking greatest hits version of fucking Jackass, essentially. Like, what have they done? And he wants to go and do the same thing to WB?
They've promised a bunch of series. They've started a few series, but even then, the streaming network is nowhere near as big as the other ones. So they're having a hard time because I think that's what they complained about the end of last year was the retainership on their platform. People will show up for the show they want to watch and then they bounce.
Makes sense.
Which is commonplace. That's how the other ones have survived. Is like Netflix knows they quickly learned that's what happens. So we just got to make it work. Don't dump the whole series at once or what have you.
But what do you think? Do you think they're actually going to move the studio? Like, how fucked is that putting everyone that works in that backlot? What's going to happen to the backlot?
The rumor of it being blackmail, I think that's probably very likely. I think it's just it's a more threat than anything. If it actually happens though, that is an interesting. Now you got to spend a couple probably $1 billion on building a state-of-the-art studio lot. And
what is it? I think it's 11 states that are filing this against him. So what state is he going to go to? Are they going to stay in America? There's so many big what ifs.
Oh man, if Paramount left the US entirely, that would be it's kind of fascinating but disturbing all at the same time, What would happen to that lot? Now, I would be cool to see what if one of these bigger sort of up and coming independent studios finally like steps in and is like, boom, all right, we're a big dog. A24 is just like, fuck it. We're gonna take over the Paramount lot and we're gonna do it our way.
Even like Netflix, perhaps. Like they wanted to get in that game.
That would be amazing. And now it's like you cannot say we are not a movie production studio anymore. We are only
And
a
I feel
streamer
like the beginning of the year, they were all about like, yeah, Paramount, we're going to bring Hollywood back to Hollywood. And now they're like, Hollywood, we don't fucking like Hollywood. We're a little whiny bitch.
Exactly. We're too busy bending the knee to pay attention to entertainment and artistry. So
now, do you think
it's
this
all
deal's
bad.
actually going to go through? Yeah.
The whole start of this thing was never good anyways. Like the fact that it was just going to be compounded into another studio is already like it's too few. It's too monopolized to begin with.
Correct. The whole monopolization of the system and the studio system and these like mega billion-dollar corporations, like only a handful of them controlling and owning everything, like Disney owning everything, Paramount owning everything, you know, each of them owning like 9 to 10 different platforms and networks, you know?
Right. When you backtrack every studio to find out there's really only 3 companies left.
It's not good for art. It's not good for art at all.
No. So
or consumers. It's not good for consumers either.
Exactly. People wonder why movies are bad. Well, like, stop doing this.
And that's the thing. like back in the day when I moved out to Massachusetts, I was working nonstop even through COVID. After the strikes, it's all fucking settled. Like it's so hard to get any work out here, and it's like, now they want that to happen to California again. It's like it's just on the uprise again. It's like
it was the people I knew who were starting to get work again, and now it's like thinning out back again. I've never got even back into the swing of shit from like a year and a half ago. It's it bottomed out and it's stalled. For me, it's stalled completely. So
that's been me for 3 fucking years, man.
Yeah,
I hate it. And now they're
I've had little bits here and there. It comes and goes, but I've worked more in New York. I feel like this last year than I have in LA, good. But that's not completely true. But I feel like there's a little more like, well, they're both are struggling compared to what they were years ago for sure.
Which is interesting because this year we already have $5 billion movies. So it's like clearly the audience is there. Like it's like, let's get everything back into motion again. But it's so hard.
The audience
I think this year is the biggest year we've had in a long time. So I think it's going to be helpful for work coming into the next years. Like stuff's going to be getting greenlit more off of how good this year's been. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of TV filming all the time. Like all the streamers are putting out a million fucking things. So there is work, but a lot of TV though.
I would kill for TV at this point, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
amen.
TV's fine.
Yeah, I mean that was my last job, half a year working on a fucking show I never watched. But hey, a job's a job. This Julia Child show called Julia on Max that got canceled after my season. I'm like,
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll watch the first season. Never watched the one I worked on, but I don't know. I miss it. Oh man. Oh, speaking of streamers, Mike, how do you feel about Grown Ups 3 in production now? You interested in that?
Yeah, of course I am. You know I'm gonna see it. Whether I mean,
it sounded a little unenthused though.
I mean, we know what it is. It's a vacation for him and all his buddies and his family, who are all of his co-stars, because it's like every one of their kids are all gonna be in the movie, and they're all gonna be in the movie, and they're gonna go to somewhere fun like a water park or an island or Europe, and they go on vacation, and it'll be fun, and it'll have some jokes. It'll have a bunch of cameos. It'll have a bunch of product placement. I won't hate it. I'll like it more than some people, but it won't be great.
Fair enough.
I already know. Just like every
you've already seen it. You've already seen
it.
Yeah. And
Happy Gilmore 2 all over. Yeah. Except for the thing is that I like Happy Gilmore 2.
I salute you, man. I'm happy someone liked it.
A lot of people like it. There's some solid jokes in there.
It just felt so far off from the original, but hey.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's different for sure. I guess. Yeah. The first like half of Happy Gilmore was 2 was all right. I didn't hate it.
Yeah. I could see that. And I'm not saying it's to each their own, but I just wanted more out of that weight and that to get to that point. But
is it just me to go? No, that's sorry. I'm about to derail this, so please go ahead.
Okay, the worst thing about Grown Ups 3 is that Rob Schneider's in the picture.
Yeah, that is true.
Unfortunately, that guy hasn't fucking died yet. They're not going to get rid of him until he just dies. I just want him
No, Sandler's too loyal.
Yeah. Yep.
He
didn't cuss him out in a fucking hotel lobby
nobody
yet,
likes him. Even Sandler doesn't like him. Nobody likes him. He gets booed. He bombs at the Republic, at the MAGA rallies. Like, he bombs everywhere. Nobody likes Rob Schneider.
Get up
Rob
stage,
Schneider
dude.
Not like in Rob the second Schneider. One too.
What'd you say?
I thought he was in the second one.
He wasn't in the second one, I thought, right? Didn't they write him out of the second one?
There's one. I don't know if it was Grown Ups, but there's one of the movies around then that he wasn't in, and he threw a big fit about, and like now they like promised he'll always be in it. I promise I'll always put you in a movie. My best friend, I love you. Fucking so annoying. I hate Rob Schneider. He sucks.
He's not. Yeah.
You're
not finding fans of him here, so you're in good company.
It's I did last time I saw Sandler earlier in the year, late last year. Fucking Snyder was one of the openers. I'm like, awkward.
You saw him do
stand-up? Yeah, I've seen Sandler a couple of times, but seeing Snyder open for him, terrible.
Snyder as his opener.
Yeah, it was rough.
And he just does like MAGA culture war shit the whole time. Like,
trying to piss everyone off. Yeah.
Yeah. Trans people and MAGA this and liberals that, and it's just like
Nick Schwartz.
Not even clever version. Not even clever versions of it. Just like the most
low hanging.
Like
yep.
Yeah, like where he bombs even at like Trump rallies doing it because it's just like not good jokes even.
Yeah.
The sad attempt at gaslighting it's just pathetic and just don't need it.
Well, fuck. I guess we should probably wrap this segment up. I'm sorry, it's run on super long. My apologies.
We're so long. Long. We've been on here for
we're gonna power
hours.
through. We're gonna fucking power the rest through. I'm sorry, we haven't got to the fun part yet. Sorry. All right.
I only have so much time, so
we're gonna power through. I promise. We're gonna flow through.
It's my fault Dennis, too. I don't shut up the whole time.
No, I mean that's what we want. We want to talk about it.
Oh, that's right. That's we play. Here, this is my warning to you, Mike. Adam will let it happen.
I will.
So we got to speak up. We got to.
So here's what we're gonna do.
I'm the guest. Polls. That's your job, Dennis. This is your house.
No. Yeah.
I got you. I got you, Mike.
Spider-Man was going to be our third review, but we'll make it our first review. So, Mike, you can wrap up, and then me and Dennis will elongate with the other reviews after that.
Yeah, because I might have to. I might run out of time. If I have more time, I will. But I do have to get to a thing tonight.
You did mention that earlier, and I promised that we were going to go quick, and we're not even in our second segment.
No, we don't have to go that quick. I know. Yeah,
I know, but it's long. It's tedious. I give you that. Sorry, Dennis. You want to play that polls theme song?
I got you. Let's hit it.
All right. So on episode 244, Dennis and I both reviewed The Odyssey. So I wanted to know, out of Spartacus, Conan the Barbarian, Gladiator, and 300, which is the Toasty's favorite sword and sandal movie? Any preference for you guys on any of these fucking movies?
Conan the fucking Barbarian, hands down. I love Gladiator. I really like 300. I haven't seen all of Spartacus, but I fucking love Conan the Barbarian.
Fair enough.
I've probably got to go Gladiator because it's the one I'm most familiar with and have seen the most. I definitely have seen Conan at least once. I've seen 300 at least once, but I'm gonna go Gladiator, the original. I haven't seen the second one.
Oh,
good.
Dude,
I like it,
but I still do. I still do this move all the time. Is like a normal part of my life. So like from Gladiator, so it's made its impact.
There you go.
Fair enough. For me, I don't like any of these movies, but if I had to give one, I'd probably say Conan because it's so cheesy.
Oh,
yeah.
Fair enough.
300, everyone raved about it. I remember seeing it opening night, and I was like, yeah, okay. But let's find out what the audience had to say about it. 13% for Spartacus, 27% for Conan, 27% for 300, and 33% for Mike's top choice in Gladiator.
Nice. What's funny, if I had to guess, I probably would have swapped, like, for the Toasties, I might have swapped Spartacus and Conan. I thought Conan might have been last, so that was surprising. But
Right.
nice. Gladiator up top, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It's the biggest of them all.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Spartacus is the biggest, but out of the last, like, 30 years, that's a movie everyone thinks of.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so...
Gladiator came out at, like, a very interesting time. It was, like, right around the, like, DVD boom when, like, DVD players and surround sound was, like, huge. Because I remember it was, like, a DVD that everybody owned and would, like, show off, like...
Oh, yeah.
Check out the surround sound and the picture quality.
I just got a new plasma TV. Check it out. That's the DVD you pop in to show off the plasma.
Gladiator for sure was a show off. Was a show off DVD. It was like a dad show off DVD too. I feel like some of my friends' dads would put that on. You know.
Well, because it's that opening scene when they're fighting the Germans or the Germanic tribes in the forest. It's so epic, and like it just, you jump right into that visceral action, and it's a broad frame.
That's right.
It's great for that visual.
Fair enough. All right, we got one more poll left here, guys. So up next, on episode 244, I reviewed Motor City. So I wanted to know, out of Old Boy, Kill Bill, John Wick, and Promising Young Woman, which revenge movie is the toastiest favorite? Now, for me, I like all of these, but I think I might lean more towards Old Boy or Promising Young Woman. I don't know.
My guess for you would have been Promising Young Woman. Kill Bill.
Fair enough.
I mean,
I'm not super familiar with all of these, so I would probably have to go Kill Bill also, which is the one where they kill all the people in Kill Bill. One of them they kill more than the other one, right?
I want to say volume.
Volume 1 they do all the killing, and then 2 is like where they don't do as much
more
killing.
Slow pace backstory. Yeah.
Yes.
I like 2 better.
See, I like the crazy 88 fight scene. All right, fair enough. I just kind of wrapped it up as the whole bloody affair for.
Watching it that way is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Whole bloody affair is very good.
All right,
so
let's
all
see what the
one
audience
movie that way,
said.
Yep.
Yeah, one long. You could have watched the whole movie by the end of this podcast, probably. All right, so 4% for Old Boy, 22% for Kill Bill, surprises me. 30% for John Wick, and surprisingly, 44% for Promising Young Woman. I'm kind of happy about that.
The way people herald John Wick, I assumed that would have been number 1.
Right. Not number 2, but yeah. Something about that movie, Promising Young Woman, it was kind of sold as a different movie, like in the trailers, and then watching it, it's like, oh fuck, this is pretty intense.
You think the shock value might have also helped the audience's initial interpretation of it, which that makes sense. That's a very powerful device when you do it the right way.
Yeah, one of my favorite movies that year. I was so surprised by it, and yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the polls. All right, we made it through pretty quick. So that leaves us with our final part of the show here, folks. A little thing we like to call reviews.
Ice camera action, it's review time. Dennis and Adam, we gon' blow your mind. We're stepping up to the plate, ready to swing. Analyzing movies like a scientist would play.
All right,
was that you, Rap? Was that you singing?
Was that
you on the jingle?
You got me. I hit it pretty hard. Oh man. All right, so up first, I guess we're gonna jump right into the biggest movie of the year, pretty much. Spider-Man: Brand New Day. I realize I did not get any audio clips here, Dennis. So sorry. Yeah, I fucked this one up. This one up.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Okay, that was the trailer.
I miss you, MJ.
Great power, great responsibility.
Yes, exactly. You're Spider-Man.
I knew there was something. It was too easy putting this stream together this week. Sorry. So,
Professor Banner?
You usually have audio clips?
Yeah, normally play like the TV ad of it.
The audio of the trailer would play over, but that's all right. We're just diving right in. That's what that means.
You want to set this one up, Dennis? Make it quick.
Sure. I want to do I'll do a very brief.
You have to be that quick.
Because more the discussion. I don't want to spend too much on the plot, plot summary.
Yeah.
We're picking up from the last major event in the MCU universe, and Peter is just kind of like holding it together. We don't remember who he is. He's lost all friends and family. He doesn't have the network of people he used to have. He's not in the Avengers per se, like up in the business. He's just trying to hold down New York, his piece of it, with what he has available to him.
Kind of street level.
Yeah, MJ and Ned are living their lives. He's kind of creeping on them from a distance on social media while doing the Spider-Man thing. Yes, for 4 years. And then there's a particular Avenger he's been in touch with to try to solve a funky new problem arising in New York.
Like a mutation?
Yeah. Something silly going on with her old pal Peter Parker. The fact that this is not a mutant Peter, and that's a very divisive thing. I know for some fans of the comic versus MCU, Peter Parker hasn't quote unquote mutated in this universe, and this is now occurring. What the fuck do I do with web glands and fucking hyperactive
that drives him crazy?
Yeah. I'm more lived in, and this is a much more lived in New York. The New York is very much a character in this film. The fact that he does coexist with other characters from the MCU now is a lot more lived in, a lot more at home, and I was enjoying that quite a bit. But this is much more like Adam was saying, street level crime fighting-esque Spider-Man that is very much rooted in the comics. The aspect that I think is missing from this era of Spider-Man it was always like a few scenes in the other movie. I really liked that was really drawn out and lived in here. That makes sense. A foreign entity is really, this foreign entity that's fucking with Peter is a whole new ball game for him personally.
Yeah, it's definitely different. And like you said, we're seeing other people. We get fucking Frank Castle, we get fucking Banner, we get Black Widow, which I love the Black Widow stuff.
That's great.
It's a darker movie, but there's some comedy in here. And my first viewing, I was a little bit like, it's too fucking dark. It's too mature. And I get you want to do that, but I miss that John Hughes-ness of the first 3 Tom Holland movies. But the second viewing, I appreciated it a little bit more. I don't know. How did you guys feel about the tone of it?
I loved that. That specifically is the part that it's like we finally caught up to the feeling of like what a grown up Peter Parker would live his life like. You know, this is it's what Sam Raimi got to scratch the surface of in his second and third films in the Spider-Man trilogy. Yeah, it's that.
Yeah, it's
he's never winning. You know, like he might win with the mask on, but when the mask is off, this guy is not living the best life.
And I love how he's afraid to take it off around anybody now. He's just so afraid of fucking anybody over after Aunt May's death.
He doesn't want to be Peter. Yeah. So, I have a lot of thoughts about this movie. I mean, your first question is, how do I feel about the tone of it? I mean, my first thought when I saw the movie the first time is I was thinking of this old song that I guess the Beatles did a famous version of it, but it's like I want to make a film about a man who's sad and lonely, and all I gotta do is act naturally. It's like it's a movie about a man who's sad and lonely. That's what it is. We got sad and lonely Spider-Man. He's like a workaholic. So the tone like broke my heart for the first like part of this movie when you're just seeing that he's so sad. It's like a profound sadness where he's not like crying all the time. He's just like trying to move on with his life, but you're seeing how empty he is. It's just so sad. He's so sad.
The drive,
just so isolated and sad.
Yeah.
Oh, it broke my fucking heart.
And he sells it like his emotion, like his acting is like even stronger than. I think his acting's much better in this than it was in the Odyssey. To be honest, Tom Holland.
I haven't seen the Odyssey yet.
He had more. He also had a lot more to work with here. Like
true.
there was a lot more meat on the bones in Brand New Day. But yeah, I
yes.
100% agree with you. The logic and the motivation for like any normal person to then like walking up into the house party.
Yeah.
To like knowing what you know,
Yeah.
how could you convince yourself that that's fucking okay? And he's just like, you know what?
Torturing yourself, dog.
Yes.
Like,
God, why would
but how could you not? But like, I get that you would want to. Like, I too would make maybe that same choice, and you're like,
even though you know it's horrible, you know what you're doing to yourself, but you can't. You can't help but look at the accident. You know, like
like you're supposed to stay away. You can't have it both ways. You either need to stay away or you need to not like be showing up at their house.
Yeah. And then
also, it was his choice. They told him to not. They told him to remind us who you are right away, and he chose to ghost them. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he had opportunities multiple times seeing them in person, and it's like, why didn't you do it? And it's like, gut-wrenching.
But it still is heartbreaking because that's how Peter's supposed to be. It's supposed to break your heart that Peter's life is absolutely fucked because he chooses to be Spider-Man. And it's with that great power comes a great responsibility. Like, that's the whole fucking point.
That is fucking right.
And like he has no one to lean on. Like his closest friend, I guess, would be Frank Castle, and the two don't really even get along.
And Frank Castle is like the most disturbed, mentally ill guy that it's alive. Like
and he even calls out Peter. He's like, you think this is a choice? If I had people out there, I would be with like to hear Frank put it in reality in perspective. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was so good too. It's because it's. You know that's true, especially for him. It's like this is a result of so many other actions and so many other influences around him. He didn't get to make every choice that put him in that place. Peter chose to put himself in that place.
Yeah,
you know, a movie has a sad tone when Frank Castle is the comic relief.
Right. Oh, my whole family's dead, but your life really sucks, man. Oh. It's like, Jesus Christ. I did like the sight gag of the second grenade launcher, though. That was
just pull that out of
classic.
Yeah, he's just got another one right there.
Of course he is. It's Frank Castle. He's gonna.
And how'd you feel about the opening montage of like recreating those classic comic book covers and everything? Like that was kind of fun.
That's something I loved about the movie. That's one of the best parts.
Yep.
And it's got that fucking song. I can't remember who it is. But it's that song and that montage.
Oh, yes. Because there was a bunch of memes about it too. Like the next day after the movie dropped, they were mentioning that. But I was definitely it didn't play up certain things. It didn't play up that I thought it was going to, especially given the advertising, the way they presented the film. Which I guess I don't want to dig too deep into.
At this point, it's been a week. This movie has made $1 billion already. I feel like people have seen it. Yeah,
true.
I feel like we could spoil some stuff.
I thought I wanted. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If you're listening,
I have a working title.
10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so we'll do spoilers then. So
no. I mean, we can get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been not gonna go like too heavy, but I've been calling this movie Spider-Man Brand New Gray. Because that's kind of what it is, and I don't know if that's a compliment. I think that this is half of a great Spider-Man movie and half of a great Jean Grey movie, and it's a really good MCU movie, but I don't know if it's a great Spider-Man movie as a whole.
Agreed.
And I don't know if it's a great movie as a whole either. I still can't tell.
Like it does feel like two things coming together. Like I feel like we don't get very much of Jean until like they reveal who she is, and it's like, okay, but I want a little bit more. Like we're just seeing her do the same thing and then being tortured, but I don't know. I felt like
especially for such a profound X-Men. I'm like to add just to piggyback what you're saying. I'm saying she's supposed to be one of the. I get she's young and shit here, but there's a reason why she got snatched up so quick when she was young.
Yep.
Into, like that's what's weird about starting her here for me. I'm like, it's almost like it either should have been a lot worse, her impact, or that should have been scooped up and like we should have seen more X-Men then.
Yeah,
I think from a business standpoint, it makes sense because they know that Spider-Man's their biggest property and it's going to hit this hard, and they're trying to set up their future. So now they got everyone invested in Jean Grey when they didn't before. Like people already are invested in Jean Grey, but it's a different level now.
Right.
Because this Spider-Man movie's hitting harder than like any of the old X-Men movies. And it's been a while since those movies came out. So this younger generation might not be as Jean Grey familiar. Like,
exactly.
I mean, the fans are for sure. And even like the casuals are. But we're talking $1 billion of movie here. This is everybody.
These are movies. These
it's
are
a different level. The different level of people you're reaching.
Yes.
What was it like in your theaters? Like, I remember seeing mine opening night, and when they revealed her name, most people already kind of knew, I thought. But in my theater, you could hear the audible gasp, and like even someone's like, "Oh my god!" And it's like, you didn't know that was coming. Like,
there was some of that on Thursday when I saw it. It was a surprise, I think, to a lot of people in the theater. But yeah,
unfortunately, my screening was like 75% families with multiple children, but then there was a couple other couples around mine and Val's ages that were sitting around. So you could hear a slight murmur when those things would happen, but it was a lot, for the most part, it was kids that you're just hearing these names for the first time, or you've never heard them in this context for the first time. So it's like, it's just immediate acceptance. Oh, that's just who you are. I'm not,
I saw the like Thursday second screening of the day, and it was like pretty full. So it was like very, very early in the release, so people were more like excited for it, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, same for me. Like, I think it was like a 4 p.m. showing on that Thursday, and I'm like, packed house already. Cool. Now, how'd you guys feel about like her power of like when like people's bodies are being taken over? I'm like, I felt like they overdid it, but I get you have to do that for this character.
The physical representation of it, I thought was interesting to try to portray a lower powered version of her. It's not as efficient. So you're going to see this very jerky, like she's not stealth about it at all. And then Val and I were making the joke afterwards, like how much fun would that have been? Because that was its own section in the credits. How much fun would that have been to have been one of the ones transferred her psyche, getting to do that sort of physical background acting, but that
was the same exact thought that I had. I was like, I wish I could have played background on this, but as I was watching it for the second time today, I was like, they're all probably stunt people.
Oh, for sure.
The ones that are doing the motion are not just like general background. They're all either dance or stunt.
Yes,
dance or stunt people. Yeah, because they're all coordinated. Like, but it's very
over and over. Yeah, but yeah, I think.
So what I was thinking when they're like, "Oh, he's the only one that could see her power," I'm like, "What are you guys fucking blind? You can't tell that it's her? Like, you can't see them jerking like like you guys don't see this? How does nobody else see this?" That part's kind of funny to me, but
I gotta say, man. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, just to go with what you were saying, for me, I kind of interpret it as the audience is stuck in Peter's perspective, so we're not going to get that. Like, I guess I'm giving way too much forgiveness to the writers and the film itself. Of like, if you were the one in the immediate area susceptible to her influence, those are the people who don't notice, or it's like, this person stumbled. I'm not paying attention. I don't realize this is a daisy chain of things, especially when they're like 30 feet apart or whatever the fuck.
That's true.
Which they are always. Sometimes they're only.
People also aren't paying attention that much, but
but very much it's the comical over the top. Again, like you were saying, not all of the audience is going to be paying close enough attention or aware of even who the character is. So to really slap you in the face with this is what's happening, to keep all of the other outliers, the not big fans of the MCU, up to snuff
Yeah.
with what's going on.
Gotta
say,
Sometimes
that
it
was
is
cool.
oversimplified, but
No, but you got to do that for some
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Like I love when he caught her like in the helicopter and he's like, "You can't jump." Like that was
Right.
kind of cool. Like,
Yeah.
why couldn't we get more of that action?
See,
Like,
and that's a smart Peter Parker moment too, where like he's intelligent enough to think of how do I now get this entity far enough away they can't do the thing anymore. And then
right.
the
I mean, he was wrong, but it was a good idea.
Yeah, you're right.
It was a
Like,
waste
what
of
about that?
time, but
Yeah.
And then it set him up for maybe the most devastating moment in live action, like Spider-Man history, short of a death. The most devastating non-death moment in Spider-Man history, which is the like Jean Grey body snatching MJ to pretend like they have a reunion and being like, "Gotcha!"
and kissing.
That
The
speaking
most
of audible gasp,
fucked up thing anybody's done.
No, out loud. I was
Like
just
as the audience, you wanted to believe that it was really
Yeah.
MJ. And
Me
then it's
too.
yeah.
I didn't see it coming because
You
you're so
want it
engrossed in
so bad.
Of course. You want a little bit of fucking happiness in this man's life. You want him to finally feel some sort of
At the same
joy.
time, though, this thing here, I wanted to see stretched out even longer.
Agreed.
Him being tortured, like even for my taste, him telling MJ and like Ned and having them back in his life again, like trying to work with them halfway through this movie was almost like too soon for me.
Yeah,
I'm like, let's torture this fuck more. It breaks my heart, but yes, like let's just torment poor Peter more.
After leaving the tugboat, I thought we weren't like she was gonna fuck off. I thought like boot and it's done, and she's like, "Dude, I need you to stay the fuck away from me." Yes, I get it. You've got all this baggage, but I can't. And then the moments with Ned, I think that would be a nice reprieve. Beautiful. That would have been a nice like, okay, we're not going to give you MJ back, but you know, maybe you start trying to talk to your friend here. And
they should have used the new boyfriend thing more too.
Yeah,
supposedly
named him Paul. Yeah. Well, hey, we still have time left.
But I think they haven't decided who it is yet because they maybe there's some rumors that maybe it's a Harry. Who knows? But that's a lot of explaining to do, considering the explaining that they did in No Way Home about there not being Osborns. You know, so
I didn't pick up on that. Osborn's not even a thing, and
Oscorp doesn't exist.
So allegedly, Oscorp doesn't exist. They don't exist in the way that they do elsewhere because Willem Dafoe looked for himself immediately when he got to this new universe, and he said that he alluded to that. Yeah, so there's no Osborn here, but they're going to be doing some sort of reset anyways, so none of it really matters probably. Anyways,
what if we go straight to what's his name that does Hobgoblin, and we just bypass the.
Ned?
It's an amalgamation.
Hobgoblin?
We do the amalgamation because we've already shown
the boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Yes,
it could just be Paul, but it could have been Harry. You know,
what are they called? Control, damage control, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. CDC.
They have the fucking technology. All of it is sitting there. You know, like we just watched them walk through Peter's rogues, Spider-Man's rogues gallery of weapons. Mind you, most of them are from characters we've already seen, but who knows what else Peter's turned over, especially out of Stark Industries, fucking toy box.
Because he was already Spider-Man before we met him in Civil War. Yeah. So all that time.
Street level stuff, but yeah.
And technically they
Spider-Man
still know
10 years now.
Yeah. It's like they know Spider-Man. They just don't know it's Peter Parker anymore. So it's I mean,
he went through half his damn rogues gallery in a montage in this movie. Like he gets tombstone for like 20 seconds. So I have this theory, right? That like the Hand and Scorpion and stuff are just in this movie to be in the trailer, to be a misdirect for what the movie was really about.
It seems that way.
100%.
because
agree
they
with
did
that.
not like use the hand or Scorpion or Tombstone or several other
Yeah.
things
Mhm.
at all.
It was all
Scorpion at least
wasted.
got a second scene. Tombstone got 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we
And it's
didn't
that
get the
big
rest of his
albino
game.
dude who's a really good actor. He played
Mhm.
Tobias in Black Lightning.
And he voices Tombstone in
Correct,
the
in the
Spider-Man
cartoon.
cartoon.
Nice.
And it's like, yeah, why they put that guy through so much prosthetics and he couldn't even get a scene. That's a little sad.
And they've been hinting at us about fucking Michael Mando being the Scorpion for like 10 years. They've been
Yes.
teasing
Right.
this shit, and that's what they gave us. Like 1 minute, they got this boy out on the red carpet, like doing interviews and doing press, and like each one of these interviews you do, you talk more than you do in this movie.
Right.
Mhm. And that I did like when he's like, "Oh, Spider-Man, you think that I'm Scorpion?" It's like, "Oh fuck, I guess that would make sense that he's been taken over." But it's like,
Right. He
They-
at
they
least got a
built up
second
that-
scene.
but it should have been so much more at least. Like,
Yeah.
they maybe give a little Sinister Six action at least if you're gonna do
Or
a
the-
montage.
I thought that's
like,
maybe what they were building towards.
Yes.
You know, I'm like,
That's what it
okay,
looked
I'm
like it could have
counting
been.
here.
But we're missing some key players, and we've already killed off some of my favorite members. That like because that's how I felt about like even Homecoming. Shocker is one of my weirdly is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. So to not only kill him off, but then to throw the name at two different people in the same movie just because they have like a glove, that pissed me off. I hate it. Like
They made him disposable. Yeah.
and the Shocker is not in the comics. Like
Mhm.
he's never big, but he's one of those like professional criminals that actually just got really good at being criminal. And he doesn't have these big lofty goals of taking over New York or destroying the world or any bullshit like that. It's like, no, I'm just going to be really good at this. And that's what was cool. I think that's what's fun about a lot of Spider-Man's villains. Like, we got Tombstone, we didn't get the rest of the Enforcers, or they're like, the rest of the Enforcers are just like scattered cameo characters.
We
in
didn't
random places.
even get Tombstone. Let's be real.
Yeah, yes.
True.
We got a Tombstone cameo in a
Yes,
montage.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Which
wasted.
is fine. Like I said, it's not that any of the scenes in the movie were bad, and I think that like I love Spider-Man, and I'm gonna love a Spider-Man movie more than I'm gonna love almost any other movie. But I'm
Sure.
not gonna say that it was a great Spider-Man. I'm not. I don't think I can say it was like a great Spider-Man movie. I'm not happy with it completely.
Yeah,
I'm not,
for me,
but
it's
I'm not
like
mad.
middle.
I'm happy to see Spider-Man. I'm so happy that we have another Spider-Man. But I'm not. I have thoughts about it. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And please, like you don't gotta follow. We're not following any guideline or whatever. Please, whatever you got, man, let's unload it.
I think
at
I'm
us,
getting
like,
most of them out here, which
Okay,
is just
good.
that it's just like,
But yeah,
he's so good in this movie. Spider-Man is so good. There's so many great scenes. Like individually, I think there's so many like good scenes.
Mhm.
I just don't know if I like the way that this one all came together as a movie. Like it does feel like it's just like setting up the X-Men.
like it doesn't.
think
feel
if I were
like
to
it
rank
fits
the-
fully with John Watts's movies a bit. Like it just feels a little more
Right.
Which it makes sense as the evolution of the character, but it's like I wanted give us a little bit of what we got before with that dourness. I think, like even like you said, Gray New Day or whatever. Like it even has
Brand
like a
new gray.
hue to it.
Brand new
Brand new
gray.
gray.
Yeah.
Sorry, but like it
'Cause we
even
got
has like
ourselves
it
a
looks
brand new gray.
cinematic, but it doesn't look as poppy. It doesn't look as like fun. It like the cinematography itself like looks dour in like.
It's like it's trying to bridge the gap between the tones of where I think the big fans of Spider-Man expect the character to be, and where big fans of the general MCU universe want a movie to be now, and they don't. Those do not actually blend together. So they were trying to match both of those things, which because I very much agree with it. Like Peter's life has got to be pretty fucking dark, and he had a lot of grace here. They gave him so much. That final scene of him walking away from the hospital, that kind of I feel like almost should have been it there. Yeah, and he didn't have an apartment to go to full of friends to hang out and fucking chill out the rest. Like no. He made one sort of friend that recognizes again. There's that look across the aisle of recognizing this is our place in the world, man. We just gotta like deal with the hand we're dealt, and that should have been like like in the comics, that would have been a huge boost for him in a certain way of like, okay, now I can go back to my sad, shitty apartment alone and eat a hot dog and cry myself to sleep. At least I won't cry for as long. He got to watch
all those people like cheering for him too. You know,
and be in the midst of all that, and like seeing, and then like it was so beautiful having that little boy do the fucking Spider-Man like webbing at him. I'm like, does the kid know? I don't know, but this is kind of genius.
Is the kid Gene?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, that's a popular theory on the internet. You know, is that the kid was Gene because like. It wasn't just some random kid. That was Gene, like
saying goodbye.
Yeah. You got this now.
That's true, actually, because it's what her powers had expanded so much by that point. She might have been able to just
keeping him alive up until that point. I think she had been
that's what Frank said. Yeah, she was using her voodoo magic.
Right.
How did you feel about John Bernthal's like tamer version of like going from that fucking the one shot of him a couple of months ago as Punisher to this version? They seem different, but they still seem akin to each other. I love his gruntiness. I don't know.
I do. I like that.
All he did was grunt in that movie, in that one shot.
100%.
Like one last kill. So one last kill was so unnecessary, but that's a whole other
thing. It wasn't necessary. I actually, for fun, I restarted the Punisher series.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's like, man, it's so different in tone. Like this, it's like, fuck, they completely rewrote how he was going to play the character.
Netflix shows are just so much better than everything.
Yeah.
It is
Netflix Daredevil and the Netflix Punisher and the Netflix Jessica Jones and the Netflix Luke Cage are all great.
Well, until you get to the Defenders, and they totally fucked them.
Iron Fist fucks it all.
You notice I didn't mention Iron Fist.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Whiny baby.
Dude, speaking of the Defenders, did you see that apparently Rosario Dawson played the night nurse and they cut her out of the movie?
Yeah. There's like another hour of footage from this movie I can't wait to see that's like deleted scenes. There's a lot more stuff with Peter and Spider-Man. Yeah, they should. But
that's the thing. Apparently, they said they had an early cut and no one was happy with it, not even Tom Holland. I'm like, how? I bet there was so much minute detail in there.
I want the hour more of footage, though. Like, give me the Lord of the Rings cut.
He just got done watching a 3-hour fucking Odyssey. He's like, oh, I don't want to watch a 3-hour Spider-Man. That's Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I get it, though. Like, it's...
But I do like the fact that we're at least getting to see John Bernthal, like, he is someone who's involved with that castle. And Tom Holland's involved with his Peter Parker. Like, I feel like these two in the MCU have gotten to do the most with their characters in so little time compared to some other characters.
Especially characters who've had a lot more movies that then don't change very much at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
How'd you guys feel about Bruce Banner / the Hulk? I like seeing him Hulk the fuck out again. Like,
he looked amazing, actually. The Hulk, I thought this is the best that the Hulk's looked on screen in a long time.
And I loved the panic.
Maybe it was just the laser that I saw it on today, but the Hulk himself looked so good.
Oh yeah,
like the best we've seen the Hulk like since like the early Avengers, I think.
Way better than Red Hulk looked. And way better than She-Hulk looked.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think I don't know. I like She-Hulk, but it was also
Me too.
I enjoyed it.
I get what you mean about the look, but it's also because I think it's because they're the root.
It's also a huge movie.
It's different. She's not anger based. So
yeah, but when he went like when he went super duper Hulk in this one, when he was like at his biggest, you know,
yes,
it at least from where I was sitting looked like cool as fuck. I was like,
hell
yeah, 100%.
That's what the other versions
in the Hulk vs. Spider-Man fight.
Yeah, that's where the other versions of the Hulk we haven't seen yet because we've never let him get like world-ending Hulk angry.
Like like even when we saw him in the Gladiator pit in Ragnarok, he was still kind of like
he's controlled. He knows he has it because in that instance he knows where he is. He has a consciousness still of like this is my place here, rather than like the comic book version of how he got to that place was, no, he is going to fucking destroy the earth. We need to throw him.
And he had been withheld forever at that point too.
Yeah.
So this was him like unleashing.
Exactly. And so the device thing, the panic when he sees it just like broken, and I loved the way that felt going through that, because it doesn't fucking matter what Jean's doing anymore. This is the worst problem you could be facing.
What was it? No Banner, no girl, all Hulk. Is that what he said? Like, I think he said something to that effect. Like, that was like, oh fuck. And even when like Spider-Man's like, oh, are you afraid to go against the Hulk? And he's like, kinda, yeah. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, comic relief Punisher. That got a laugh.
Weird, but I even like after like he's turned back into Bruce, and he's like, did anybody else get hurt? Is everyone safe? Did I hurt anybody?
Yeah.
Am I the only one? I like that sympatheticness.
Speaking of people getting hurt, what is your guys' take on the most debated thing about this movie on the internet? Do you guys know what it is?
No.
When Jean Grey is controlling that old guy in the street, and she walks him out to get hit by a car.
Oh.
So she does that, right? She mind controls. Yeah. So people are like, I know Jean Grey is like, is she still redeemable? She tried to like murder. Like,
that's
she
not
was
even the worst. Like the one guy, she was like about to have him jump off a building, and with him,
right?
So it's like she did a lot of fucked up things. And that's the thing, like, she was just torturing Peter Parker for no reason almost. Yeah, he wanted to stop her, but she could have done everything without even worrying about him. She was just pissed.
Will her motivations line up? Like, will her character still like line up moving forward?
I think
because
by
they're clearly going to be making her like a good guy now,
I feel like it's almost they're reverse engineering the Dark Phoenix. Instead, we're going to
show her the most evil she could be, and then that's the story of that character is like knowing that you've done these horrible things, and she's got to live with them because she's going to mature past this, and she's going to still have the memories of doing these things.
Exactly, and that's why she's going to be the prim and proper sidekick to Professor Xavier, because she's been at the bottom. Because
he'll be the one to show her how to harness that power and anger and all that shit. And
she doesn't want to lose control ever again because she's afraid of how ugly it really got. Because it got ugly,
of course,
man. She did some heinous shit.
Fuck yeah!
And I get that she's gonna fucking turn into Dark Phoenix in a couple of
the Department of Damage Control. They're the bad guys. They're this government agency experimenting. But she's just fucking with everybody, like civilians, attempted murder, safe. A lot of it, a lot of attempted murder,
and it's
of randos.
Yeah, exactly. Where you could get behind her motivation if she was exacting revenge on the people that harmed her and her family.
I think the anti-mutant narrative is going to be like centered on the actions of her from this movie for in several movies to come. This is part of what they'll use to put those collars on mutants moving forward. Those collars that Peter unwittingly, whatever the word is, invented, unknowingly just created the devices they're going to use to collar mutants moving forward. And Jean Grey's actions are going to be used as the justification for doing so.
Exactly. Is this the reintroduction of the Sentinel program? And then you have this could be the rise of. I don't think we've seen the Stacy family in this universe, right?
In this universe.
So we haven't actually seen Paul Stacy in a film yet. We've only had.
If there was a Gwen Stacy in any of the classes or anything. No, I don't think so.
Right? Like it's like I don't.
Which is funny because I think we're building up to Silk.
I was just going to say,
she's in Hulk's class.
She's been twice.
Yep.
But
twice now, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's the one that said, why didn't he just make more food?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
Great question.
More places to live.
Good question. And
that's how you punch a hole. Because it punches a hole in all the Malthus eco-fascist type of people who are the Thanos belief people, where they think that overpopulation is the problem. You know, if we got rid of half the population, everything would be better. It's like, no,
Exactly.
well, what she's getting at with her question is that the real issue isn't overpopulation, it's distribution of resources.
Yep.
Like we have people that hoard, things. So why not just make twice as much food? We have the resources and money, you know what I mean? Like it's just being hoarded by a select few of people at the top, but that's getting into a whole other thing. But that's essentially what she's getting at with her question,
Oh, totally.
Yeah. What about Spider-Man's relationship with Detective Gene DeWolf? I kind of like that.
I think they should bang.
Get some fucking bear action up in here.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Mr. DeWolf. I've seen the kids.
That's true. Someone's got to be the daddy.
She ain't spoken
for it. Be the Spider-Man who stepped up.
And I like how
he doesn't have to be their dad. He could be the dad who stepped up,
Yeah, man. Be the man. He be the Uncle Ben to them.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Your mom.
I was about to say that's a dangerous. That's like putting on the red shirt. You know what, guys? Never mind.
What about all the Aunt May, like in his brain, like those flashbacks? How'd you feel about those?
I like that, and it's like a little Marissa Tomei in there. But
anytime that I get to gaze upon Marissa Tomei, I am happy.
There you go. Yeah.
How beautiful was it that she then started talking to Jean?
Yeah,
I know that was good.
It wasn't like a locked off routine. Like this entity, this whatever the fragment of her spirit left isn't just repeating the same thing. It's actually like adapting to the person speaking to her. And I like that it's she's still alive in his heart.
One pep talk from Marissa Tomei can cure even the most evil of evils.
There you go. That's right.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
George Costanza, he knows.
I know.
It's Marissa Tomei.
Oh man. But
short, stocky, bald man.
Right. I will say though, I did like the cast. I think everyone really brought it.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see Jean Grey starting from this chapter. So
she was really good though. She was
86.
100.
We already know she can crush it. So that's why I'm like, oh, cool. All right. So how is she gonna?
She was the best part of the final season as Stranger Things, maybe. Anyways, I really like her.
What she was doing
really
in the
strong.
Upside Down.
Yeah, her and Holly had the best storyline. I think her and Holly had the best stuff. So I thought,
Yep. When I saw that stuff she did, I'm like, oh, she's gonna kill it in Spider-Man without a doubt.
I wasn't positive that she was playing Jean Grey. I didn't know what they were doing yet. There was still a lot of rumors that we didn't know how big her part was going to be.
Yeah,
maybe she was Mayday Parker, like Toby's daughter.
Right, another dimension.
I'm with you.
MJ or something.
In my final trailer reaction, I said I don't think she's Jean Grey. I think everyone's blown out of proportion. I'm happy that I was wrong, but it just felt too on the nose. I think, and they hit it decently, I guess, from regular public.
Yeah.
I was still kind of expecting to see the sign when they were doing that. They were pulling back that wide of the forest and the highway. And I'm assuming upstate New York. I was just like, oh, are we just going to smash cut to a close up of the sign right here? And then we didn't. I'm like, oh,
I feel a little about that.
I almost feel
like
cheated.
Professor X's school or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
School's even open.
Just a little. A few keys of that in there.
They didn't decide what they're doing yet. That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about the post-credit scene? Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say that's why there was almost no post-credit scene, other than this little bit, which still has been highly debated. I got a big argument with my friend the other day about what it meant. I was like, "No, you're totally wrong." But what do you guys go ahead and I'll tell you if I had the same thought.
Interesting.
That's the thing. It can go, I think, two different ways. Like, is it either Toby with Doomsday fighting, because the rumor is it starts off with Toby fighting Deadpool and Wolverine, or is it gonna be Peter on fucking on Doom's planet for Secret Wars? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh,
I think it's Toby.
It
has to be, because we already know where our Peter is. He's with fucking May at that time.
Why wouldn't it be? Oh my God!
Or is it Andrew?
Yeah, why? I guess I'm just asking
Andrew,
the question.
Peter or Andrew. Yeah.
Why wouldn't it? Yeah, is there a reason why it would be more likely it's Toby than Andrew in this circumstance?
Only reason is the rumor is that Toby is definitely going to be in
Toby Maguire
Tuesday.
said I would do it again. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my only
just
thought.
like with the other
Could be
movie,
wrong.
Toby confirmed first.
Well,
so there's also the whole question of how would it know, because the science of the tracker is that it's based off of user tips, but it's also could be believed that this has since changed.
True.
Like Ned now interacting with Peter has advanced this technology to recognize Peter.
Okay. Like, right, like is it somehow like the DNA of Spider-Man or Peter Parker?
Who knows what? Then who knows if later in the scene that we're seeing the tracker of a second Spider-Man coming into the thing, this could be later in a movie when he's already interacted with Toby and he's already given Toby a tracker. Even who knows?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because they've
already. It's not going
to
be explained in those details because we're not going to see when the moment that we were looking at this tracker. I don't think we're going to be matched up with a movie in the future.
Oh, right.
It's just telling you that this is going to happen in the future.
Which they've done so many times in the past.
We're not going to get this cutaway to a tracker at this moment of the moment that is on the tracker.
And then, I'm sorry, the perspective of let's just go off the roughly the scale the tracker's using. That's really fucking close to Earth.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that look out the fucking window and it's there kind of close almost for like say ISS exists in this world or something similar?
Maps are kind of, you can read them any different way, but it did look fairly close to Earth.
Given the size of the scale of what Earth is on that image to where the object is, and this, that's really big too. Like, it's like that's not far away to the point to where you would see it with a telescope if it wasn't cloaked in some way.
It looked like it was on a ship that had entered the orbit. It had entered the Earth's atmosphere and was approaching.
See, that's what I'm
planet.
wondering. What if it syncs up to the new Avengers post-credit scene? What if one of the Spider-Men is on that ship with
Fantastic
Four and the Fantastic
Four, right? Yeah.
Because what I like about this, which goes along with the rumor I've been kind of thought was kind of neat, Doomsday setting up the eventual Secret Wars and then like the whole battle world aspect of that if Dr. Doom's right hand is actually Stephen Strange because he's seen what happens. That's what he's already seen how bad it gets with all of these worlds fragmenting. So he's gonna find the most powerful fucking guy he can who also wants to stop this shit from happening. He just has a different motivation. Steven's like, shit, I'm sorry guys, I know this guy's bad, but we can pool our resources and stop these events, these incursions from repeating. So maybe that is Doom or Strange pulling in another Peter on this shit. That's a part of this setting up these events because Strange would have the capability of doing so.
I see.
And can we talk about
stranger things have happened?
This is true. and can we talk about the fact that if you think about it, that last Spider-Man trilogy took place in 2024. This is 4 years later. This movie technically takes place in 2028, and it was supposed to come out after Doomsday. So I don't know. The timeline's so fuzzy right now.
Right. Oh, one thing I would ask you, both of you guys, if you caught this, the scene when Peter's like trying to get his powers to work and he falls down the alley. He lands on the ground next to a dumpster. Did you guys catch the poster on the side of the dumpster? It was very faded, very graffitied. It was.
I feel like I might have, but I'm drawn.
It was a Kingpin campaign poster.
Yes, that's one of my big questions: is how this lines up with fucking the New York that we've been seeing.
So all of that's come and pat. Like all of those events have come and gone.
Or in the past, because this is
because that would have been cool if it took place in that.
Because that would explain Punisher, because Punisher's timeline with that.
He's already resolved all of those things.
That's why they're like Staten Island. like
Yeah,
happened.
like-
Staten Island is a mystery thing that happened somewhere after Born Again and before this.
Right. And it's one of the, I feel like that's going to be one of those throwaway lines where like we can kind of keep embellishing whatever this event was, throw another character in later who's just like, guys, I was there. It definitely wasn't, but it seems like we are so far beyond that. So then again, are we going, because he talks about leaving the country. What if he goes to Latveria? There's some mention of him leaving the United States, I believe, at the end of Brand New Day. Fisk, yeah.
I mean,
At least
we see him
yeah.
on an island somewhere. Yeah.
So
yeah.
Maybe that goes in hand.
Vacation for whatever dumb reason that pissed me off. That ending pissed me off.
Yeah, that ending pissed me the fuck off too. I agreed. That was it was a solid episode. Yeah. And then fucking poor Matt gets into prison.
Right.
But yeah, that case in point, where the fuck is Matt when all this is happening? We got the Hand in here. We got Punisher. Where's Daredevil?
And then we get that
we were even in a prison.
Teased, exactly, the prison.
Remember what Yelena said? Potatoes. Teeny tiny potatoes. We're very
like
big
is
potatoes.
Also in the small potato area.
In their perspective, he's probably unfortunately, I think we just have to assume in that span of 4 years, he's fucking off doing his thing, and he's lawyering too.
True.
I want Spider-Man, Daredevil, Kingpin in the same movie. That's what I want.
Fuck yeah.
At least, even without Daredevil, Spider-Man versus Kingpin.
No,
honestly,
I want Spider-Man and Daredevil and Kingpin.
All right.
And a little, I would say, just to add to it, just a dash of Punisher. Just kind of let him kind of waltz through. An intersection of gang wars where it's just like, oh wait, I'm here to fight this family. Oh shit, oh that's funny. We're fighting this family. Stay out of my way, and then we fuck off.
But I'm not gonna lie, Kingpin is my favorite MCU villain, and it's like, why is he not in a movie?
He's amazing. He's amazing.
He's the best. Yeah, like what he does with that character, man.
I don't know if you if I've told you guys this, because I tell everyone this all the time at any opportunity. But one of my highlights of my resume is that I was a production assistant on Daredevil season 3, the original Netflix show.
That. Yeah.
Sick. So I worked on like 7 episodes of that. So I got to work with Vincent D'Onofrio when he was playing Kingpin and Charlie Cox, like on arguably the best season of Daredevil ever, which was season 3 of the Netflix one, which is really good one. When he's got 1 and 3 are the best ones. So Daredevil is like super close to my heart.
Nice.
But I got to see Vincent D'Onofrio like be the Kingpin. It was intense.
That's gonna be insane to see. And like just his even how like thick he was in the beginning and how he cut back a bit, like, and seeing him in different stages, like when he was in fucking Hawkeye, when he was in fucking
Hawkeye
Echo,
with his fucking Hawaiian shirt.
Hawaiian shirts, yes. I was like,
which is like canon, he does that in the in the
comics. Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted more of that in Daredevil Born Again.
Yeah. But I want Daredevil and Spider-Man to team up. Yeah, she was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daredevil, Spider-Man, Kingpin. Yeah, she's fine. She's a good actress. She's funny or whatever, but she was just there to be like a
the accent. Yeah.
Yeah. To make her quips,
Yeah.
And then they just call her Black Widow, but like she's like Black Widow too.
Yes,
she's like,
exactly.
Everyone knows. So it's like she's famous for being Black Widow, but she's not like the famous Black Widow.
Yeah, exactly.
She's Black Widow. But they're all like, "Oh my God, it's Black Widow!" Like everyone should know that it's Black Widow. But if the last movie you saw was the Avengers, you probably think that she's playing the same character as Scarlett Johansson.
Right.
Like I think that there's a lot of people who saw this movie who
they just swapped
she's playing the same character. Yeah, it's believable. I think. But then, like, wait a minute, I thought she was dead.
And not a lot of people saw the new Avengers.
Right, but she dies in the old Avengers.
Right.
Yeah. And she looks so young and different in this. What? Yeah, that's got to be a mind fuck for casual viewers.
These okay, and then I gotta ask. I'm curious if you wondered about it too, Mike. There was so much hype about the blonde woman living in his apartment, like the blonde neighbor. I'm like, fuck. All right, we're getting Felicia Hardy. Are we doing?
Uh-huh.
Are we finally getting Felicia in here? Nope. Fucking it. Like, fuck. When like so we're never
giving us like an Ursula type situation.
We had Ursula in what, Spider-Man 2, right?
Yeah, and 3.
Yeah.
And,
right. They actually, in fact, she had more dialogue.
Chocolate cake.
Yeah,
she did. Chocolate cake. But I love her. She's one of my favorite like underrated characters from the movies, the Raimi ones.
Yep.
But it would have been great to get a little Black Cat action.
Yeah,
like, I felt like they were building up to Black Cat in the Amazing Spider-Man, but then that kind of was like...
There's a lot of things that they left in this movie to be potentially something else.
Oh, totally. Yeah. It's one of those, it's like, I totally agree with that. It's one of those like, let's just see what the internet gets more excited about, and then we'll fucking retool it to aim towards that thing that we left, a few seeds for. And then if people don't give a shit, then fuck it. We're not going to even bother... the number of times we were introduced to Thanos in post-credit scenes, and he looked completely fucking different, wasn't even doing the thing he claimed he was doing. I remember the first time I saw him, he's just sitting on a moon on a throne.
Yeah,
nothing else.
Then we see that one more time, and then we see him say, "I'll do it myself," and then we see him in the movie.
Yeah.
But what about I kind of like the web swing in this. Like, it kind of looked kind of cool. And then the dour one when he's bringing MJ home, it's like, I enjoyed the web slinging a bit in this.
The interior mask breathing, I liked the very visceral. If you were in the suit, what would that be like? It's not just these gorgeous, wide, beautiful swing shots, but it's the acrobatics and the consciousness of he's aware of what he's doing,
Yeah.
What would that feel like to a person?
Right.
Which, we've seen him carry other people, but it's the perspective. I really liked getting into that space, and not the Iron Man style where you're just floating inside the helmet, but like the wind and the like I said, the breath, like almost a heartbeat,
That's my other favorite part of this whole movie. The fact that he's wearing like a fucking homemade suit. Like, you can see his ears. It's just so real looking and not just CG and flashy. Most of the movie, at least.
Oh yeah. No, I get what you mean. It's like a conscious effort was put into, not just from the filmmaker side, but the character himself is like, he's continued to update and modify, and you never just stop. He's constantly innovating.
Well, fuck. I mean, I feel bad. I said earlier, we're not going to go 3 hours. We're at 2:40, and we still got 3 movies to go. Anything else that you guys want to talk about Spider-Man, or should we let Mike get out of here?
No, I think it's one of those we could always just kind of keep rattling away at. But I think that's a good for this movie itself. Though I think we've well covered a lot of aspects of it, and I'm curious to see how many slices are we given Spider-Man Brand New Day.
All right, so Mike, on the show, we tend to do a 4-slicer scale, 4 being the best, 3 being pretty good, 2 being all right, 1 being kind of shit. You can do all intervals in between there. Mine changed. Like, when I first saw it, I was thinking 1.5 on my first viewing, but then going back and rewatching it and having more appreciation, I think I'll give it like 2.5 slices on my end.
Wow. Oh, okay.
And I put out my rankings of the Spider-Man movies the other day, and I think this clocked in at like 4 or 5. So it's like middle of the ground for me in the Spider-Man movies.
Okay. Okay. 100%. I'll fully acknowledge I'll have a bias here, but I liked the journey and I liked the experience we were on. So I'm actually giving a brand new day 3.5 slices.
Fair enough. Mike, what would you give this a score out of 4?
Oh, I think there's a little audio loss there, Mike. Sorry. We're not hearing you, but it seems like you can hear us. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Got you, man.
Okay, I unplugged my headphones and plugged them back in.
There we
Okay,
go.
I was trying to talk earlier. Okay, so out of 4 slices, you're saying, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
0 to 4, and you can do half steps between if you feel necessary.
I don't know. It's so hard to judge. It's definitely at most a 3, somewhere between 2 and 3, I guess.
Okay.
I think as an MCU movie, I think it's a 3 at least. It's if I'm just judging it like how it fits into the overall like MCU and its place in that, I think it's really, really good. That's its strongest. But as an overall movie, maybe it's more like a 2.5.
Okay.
And a Spider-Man maybe like a 2.5, like because it's really good at parts, but then also like it's not that it's bad, it just doesn't. It's just all over the place.
Yeah,
it doesn't run. It's not always as deep. It's not consistently as involved. There's a lot of it. Like it's very surface level for a lot of the movie, and then there's points where I feel like it explores more emotion, but it's definitely not consistent, which I feel other movies have done that before.
Agreed. Yeah. Well, Mike, we're anything else before? I know you got to get going, so we're trying to wrap this up for you. But anything else you want to tell us?
I do have to get going, so I do appreciate that. This was a lot of fun. I could talk about Spider-Man and all this other shit with you guys for a long time, but I do have to get going because I have to go to the Comedy Store. I got to go see my friend is on a show there tonight.
Oh yeah, awesome, man.
So that'll be fun. I guess before I go, I would just say follow me on the anyone out there, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MikeGams. So you can find me on all the things. And I have stand-up shows coming up. I'll be at the Comedy Store again next month, and I'll be in New York again next month too. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Me just doing plugs.
All those dates, are they on your? They're on my.
Not yet, but they will be. They will be eventually. I'm very soon. And that's
be sure to give them a follow, folks. A lot of great comedy to be had there. So
definitely,
yeah, comedy and nerd stuff. And we'll talk to you guys soon. But I got to run, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Thank you for your time, man. That was a lot of fun. Thanks, dude.
Yep. All right. Talk later.
Peace. Well, all right. We're back to the two-way. All right.
That was a lot of fun. It's great talking movies with that guy again. It's been way too long. So
I feel so bad that we kept him so long, but he engaged with our conversations.
Of course. Yeah. See, that's what it's like. I knew it would happen. I'm like, oh man, it's like. Yes, I hope he doesn't have 14 news stories because we're gonna be here all night.
That was me. That was me being like, I got rid of some stories too.
Great stuff, though. Great stuff. Great chat. We will definitely have him back on the show.
I'd love to.
Perfect
guest
cool.
to talk about Spider-Man with. Like I'm happy we got him for the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm just reconfiguring our fucking layout here. Sorry.
No worries.
But I did as we're having that long discussion, I did get the audio for the other ones. But just one quick second as I fix some of this one more time. Sorry.
All good.
There we go.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Perfect.
Appreciate you folks joining us for a supersized Movie Toast episode. That it's always fun when we get an extra guest in here, some other perspectives, other voices, which of course is the theme of our show. Everyone's got a different opinions about the movies they like and they don't like, and that's what we're here to do. Those of you who haven't been following, we talked about giving Mike Gams a follow over there, which again, going to reinforce that. But if you don't give our other accounts a follow on the socials, be sure to hit @movie_toast to keep up to date on all upcoming events, festivities, some fun little tidbits, polls, and all the in between of all that wonderful Movie Toast stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, please come and check us out if you don't already give us a follow on your favorite platform.
This is true. All right, Dennis, I got our setup a little bit better here, video wise. But do you want to kick off your next review, or do you want me to take another review?
Oh,
which way you want to go?
I'm ready. I'm up for it, man.
All right,
let's do it.
Well, all right. So you got a little movie here called Christine.
She is seductive, She is passionate. She is Christine, a 1958 Plymouth Fury with a taste for blood. Nothing you can do can stop her, because how do you kill something that can't possibly be alive? Christine, body by Plymouth, soul by Satan, rated R. Watch out for her soon at a theater near you.
Soul by Satan. I love that.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like watching the movie. It's like, I don't remember that part, but okay. So yes, Christine. It is a cult classic. Those of you who have already seen it, you know what's going on. Carl likes to murder people, right? Well, there is actually there's a fun nuance to the story. I've had the surface level version of it. I have a vague understanding of what it is. I've seen plenty of spoofs, other car related murder movies. In fact, on this show, I talked about the night I watched this, I also watched Maximum Overdrive. So I had a nice car murder double feature going on. And Christine, honestly, is the one. Yeah, right. Classic. Christine is the one I feel like that is the quintessential version of the inanimate object murder with passion kind of story. We're following the story of Arnie and Dennis, a couple of high schoolers who one is he's sort of a jock on the football team, but he's a nice guy. And we got Arnie, who is he's a nerd but lifelong friend of Dennis, and he's pretty susceptible to getting picked on, but they're really cool with each other. They give each other Dennis picks Arnie up to give him rides to school. They talk about girls and the normal high school shit together. Very quickly, we see what the hierarchy is. As the nastiest school bully, he's just about ready to fucking stab Arnie in the gut in the fucking shop. It's like brutal bullying scene that unfolds. Just for then, he doesn't get along with his parents. He's not respected by his classmates or his teachers. Arnie's really just kind of shit on, except for his buddy Dennis, who's like, his goal is like, dude, we're gonna get you laid this year. Like that's his motivation. Everything's gonna be great this year because you're gonna fuck. And it's almost, by the way, it's almost like that. Like the conversation's very base like that. The movie does show its age, and there are a few comments that kind of hurt the ears a little bit to hear them phrase certain things a certain way. But setting that dating aside of when the film was made, who the film was made for at the time, it is a very it's almost like a sock hoppy 1950s 60s ish feeling to it, even though I think it's the 70s. We're going through these moments, but Arnie decides I digress. Arnie decides he's going to make a difference in his life. The way I'm going to get puss is I need to own a car. He takes all of the cash he's got left. He buys this junker. He's going to devote all of his time and energy into fixing this car up. Upon sale of the car, the guy says, "Oh yeah, my brother owned it, but he died." And he loved this car. He left his family, his kid. He had a whole family, wife and kids, left them all because he loved this car so much. They all died in the car or something. Very mysterious. And it's just like, but I'll sell it to you. Just know that the car already has a name. It's Christine. He always called her Christine. So you need to call it Christine too. Almost instantly, it's like this. It's not a voice, but it's a presence seemed to seep into him. He goes from being the nerdy kid to being like the badass greaser. He's always working on his car. He's getting chicks. But he starts to come off like, oh, everyone seems to be getting between him and his car. And Dennis is just like, dude, you're crazy. What are you talking about? The girl that Dennis is going after, Arnie scoops him up now because he's too cool for school. He then starts chipping away at murdering the bullies that used to pick on him, but he would use the car to kill him. The influence of the car sees clearly taking him over before this really awesome climax scene at the end of the film that some weird shit happens that I definitely don't want to spoil in that regard if you haven't seen it.
Well, I've always spent 45 minutes spoiling Spider-Man, but we can't spoil the movie from 30 years ago, but I appreciate that.
I want an experience like I had where it's like I vaguely know what the movie's about. Yeah, I know.
I know.
Directed by John Carpenter. It's another feather in his cap of like, you totally see the tone and the flavor of it everywhere. It's not quite as lived in as like The Thing or his later stuff, but you see the evidence there. I really liked it. Christine was really cool. I watched it on one of the free streamers. I believe it was like Pluto or Freevee or one of those when I did watch it. But if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. If it's been a while since you've seen it, it is definitely a fun ride to go on again.
Yeah.
Christine, I'm going to give 3 slices of toast.
Not bad, man. I remember seeing it as a kid. I know my dad really liked that movie, but yeah, I haven't seen it forever. Now watching it like at an older age now, I think I could see the appreciation for it, like you're saying. The nuances and the sexualness of it.
Yeah, like, there's so much human motivation behind it. It almost feels like there's aspects of it that remind me of like watching a play, and you're watching the characters morph from one to another right in front of you, where like you're almost following the antagonist more than you normally would in other stories like this, especially something that has an underlying horror theme. So
yeah,
it's not just the big bad in the shadows. We're fucking in the car with the big bad. You know,
not bad. Yeah. All right. Well, I got something a little more lighthearted. It does involve a car that comes sentient, but that's really in the plot here. I'm talking about Super Troopers 3.
For 25 years, they've pushed buttons.
Hey, you stop laughing right now.
Pushed limits.
Give me a liter of cola.
And pushed their luck.
You boys like Mexico!
But it's never too late to push things a little farther.
Oh!
On August 7th, comedy makes a comeback.
This guy's actually kind of cute.
Super Troopers 3, rated R, August 7th.
All right. So I gotta be honest with you. I really like the Broken Lizard. Those are the production company, the guys and the group that write, direct, and star in the movies. They gave me my first internship in the industry, so I got that little legion. Even though I didn't meet them all, but Super Troopers is like a cult classic. Rewatched it, still holds up. Now, in 2018, they did a Kickstarter to do the sequel. They made crazy money doing it. Tons of cameos. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. Watched it the other day. Still love it. But when it came out, I feel like everyone kind of was mixed on it or hated it. And I was like in a small minority of people who did like it. So I was surprised when they're like, we're doing a third one. And I'm like, oh, cool. All right, sure. And then when I found out what the premise was, I'm like, oh, that could be really fucking fun. So essentially, Farva, our main fuck up of the group, the big, heavier guy, who is just an asshole and says and does whatever comes to his mind that he thinks is funny, but everyone else thinks is annoying. He ends up falling in love with Thorny. That's our main cop that we're following, Jay Chandler Seskar's character. His sister, he has a hot sister, and the two hit it off, and she is like mesmerized by Farva. She thinks he's funny. She loves the fact that he's unapologetically himself, and they end up getting engaged really quick. And it becomes Thorny's job essentially to break them up and break up the engagement. But somehow this asshole character, even his like really tough Indian parents somehow love him and like him. And everyone's like, what? Yes. They don't understand it. And as that's all going on, there's also this whole subplot about like the cops getting new EV cars, and like one of the guys wants to jump a creek in it. And then there's also this like drug being smuggled from Canada, and like this maple syrup company is like their trucks are getting hijacked and like being vandalized, and somehow it all comes together. But that stuff is very minor to the plot of Farva and Thorny's sister. Right. There's a lot going on here, but it doesn't feel cohesive. It feels like, all right, this is kind of, we think this is going to be funny. That's going to be funny. Let's put it together. And I just read an article that might explain it. Apparently they got really high and just thought, what could be the funniest things? And they wrote it high, and Somehow the script got greenlit. This movie's a fucking disaster. It is a mess, man. I was so let down. Like, the premise was so cool. It was so simple, but
interesting.
Man, it was
the way you were lining up the plot. I was like, oh, okay, so he likes the other one. No,
because I love the plot.
Yeah,
and it sucks because I know some people that worked on this. They filmed this out here. This is another movie I didn't get to work on. I wanted to so badly, but so I was like, I'm always rooting for when I know people that work on things. I'm like, I want it to be so good.
Exactly.
And I think this opened up number 5 at the box office. So it even did worse than 2 did at the box office. So, I mean, it's a tough time. You got Odyssey, you got Spider-Man, Toy Story.
Yeah, you're running up against big dogs.
Yeah. But, like, I'm happy these guys are still doing it, but it almost feels like they're phoning it in. Like, the other 2 movies felt a little more cinematic. Like, they're not cinematic, but, like, they follow the 3-act structure. It's, they're improv and they're fucking around. But this one just felt like, here's some stuff. Yeah, it's happening. This is happening. And they're just trying to be funny. And I appreciate that. But the comedy just didn't land. It felt lazy. It felt a little old, repetitive. And I don't know, man. I wanted to love this, but I unfortunately didn't. I wish them well. I hope they get to do other movies. Was it better than their last movie they did that went straight to Hulu called Quasi? Yeah, it was better than that, but not much better. And there is some twists and turns in here. One of them you see coming a mile away. The other one I was pleasantly surprised by, but I gotta say, it looks cinematic. It had a nice gleam to it. It was nice seeing these characters again. It was like seeing old friends again. The music wasn't as good. The plot wasn't. I'm just circling the drain here. I'm gonna give Super Troopers 3 1.5 slices of toast.
Ooh. Fair enough. Damn. Yeah, that's quite the drop.
So I wouldn't say rush out and see it, but if you want to support comedies, I say, go support comedies. Give them some money, but be tempered. Like, here's how great it was. I went to the opening night fan event that they had at AMC. There was me and Eddie, my friend Eddie went with me, and then there was maybe 3 other people in the theater. I was the only one who chuckled, not even laughed, but chuckled in the movie. And there was a post after the movie. There was like a live stream from a theater in Los Angeles of a Q&A. I was so disappointed. I'm like, I want to get out of here. I can't. And I'm fairly certain the Q&A probably would have been funnier than the movie, but I was just so disappointed. I didn't even want to sit around for the Q&A.
Exactly.
So that's how rough it felt to me. But and like I said, barely anyone in the audience, and chuckles was the most it got out of me.
Yeah.
Rough. So I'm going to move on to one more movie to close us out here.
I'm excited for this one too.
Fair enough. Another movie they filmed in Massachusetts that I didn't get to work on last year.
Oh, but, motherfucker. Dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah. But you know what? At least they're making movies somehow, and I'm not involved. But let's set it up. This movie is Tony.
Okay, so I'm just going to walk you through the basic vision. It's a coming-of-age story. Excuse me, I need to speak with you.
Didn't you punch a hole in the principal's door?
You know, a lot's changed since high school. I'm a writer now. The truth is, I'm about to get this huge writing fellowship. Hello?
Mr. Bourdain, the committee has decided to go with another student for the fellowship.
I need a job.
You worked in a kitchen before?
Sorry. Yeah.
We open Wednesday to Sunday. Start 11 a.m. What fucking time is it? That means that you're here at 10:45. 11 is late. Anyone late is fired.
You know, I can cook too.
The kid said he's a cook, chef.
I'm actually not a fucking cook. I'm a writer, but I said I know how to cook.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand that. Shut the fuck up.
I see. None of that was my
I don't care, Tony. Are you a good guy or a bad guy?
Let me teach you this. This is how you open an oyster.
I ate these in France when I was a kid. I said they taste like the future.
I was reminded every measure I got on fine with modern living.
This guy, he's like a master chef.
And the world still so wild, called to me.
We're gonna start with this special. Every Friday, something fancy but not pretentious, something sexy, makes you want to fuck, you know? Something only you can do.
I was lost, I've been kept.
This is insane. I know.
What's this?
That's for you.
And the world still so wild, called to me.
If anybody asks, I'm not a writer. I work in a kitchen.
Sorry, what is your name?
Anthony Bourdain.
All right, so I got to apologize. That was, like I said, I was pulling these trailer audio clips last second as we were talking about Spider-Man. That was the shortest trailer I could get, so apologies. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this off my chest. I've never eaten anything of Anthony Bourdain's, never any of his restaurants. I've never read any of the books he's written. I've never seen any of his shows. I've just never been interested in him. But I saw the trailer for this and I was like, could be good, but it looks like it's going to be boring and long and drawn out. However, the selling point for me was the fact that this was a biopic that was directed by this guy, Matthew Johnson, who made a fantastic biopic about the creation of BlackBerry phones a couple of years ago. So I'm like, I like what he did with that. That was interesting. This could be similar. And he made another movie that I really dug and reviewed on a couple of episodes ago called Nirvana, the band, the movie. He is one of the stars of that and director of that. And he's the director and writer of this. So that was my main point of wanting to go see it. And Dominic Sisa is the main character who plays Anthony Bourdain. I really dug him in the movie The Holdovers, which was his first movie. He was a fantastic young performer in it. And I was intrigued to see what he was going to do in this. I felt like his talents were a little wasted in Now You See Me, Now You Don't. So I'm like, all right, so he had one pretty good movie and then one mediocre movie. What's this Stoney movie going to be like? So essentially, this is a slice of life. It's a biopic, but it takes place in a very minute point in time. In one summer between his college years, he wanted to get a writing fellowship, didn't get that. He was talking to this girl at a bar that he's always had a crush on. She said she was going to Cape Cod for the summer. They live in New Jersey. She's like, I'm going to be in P-Town. And he decides, fuck it. I'm going to go and find her and win her over. And he steals some money from his parents, takes a bus out there, shows up with no plan, lying to everyone saying, oh yeah, I got this writing fellowship. I had to come here to do it. He runs into her, gives her that bullshit story. But he gets drunk one night at this like little dive bar / restaurant, gets kicked out. The next day he wakes up because he was on the sidewalk of the restaurant, wakes up in a hammock at the owner and head chef's house on the beach. And later he wants to go and apologize to the guy. And the guy ends up offering him a dishwashing job. One thing leads to another. He learns how to cook there. That's where he finds his passion for being a chef. Never had any interest. He was always this cocky, fast-talking guy. Really, really crummy character, but something about him is charming. And it's just interesting watching this guy. Like, he's resistant towards it. Like, he's a dishwasher, then he has to step up, and then he really takes a shining, and the chef sees something in him, and really it sparks something. And there's some really, I'm trying not to spoil some things because there's a lot of ups and highs and lows. It's like peaks and valleys of the story, but it's a really, really beautiful, raw and emotional movie. And the cast is phenomenal. Like, you got this guy, Dominic Sisa. The girl he's after is this actress, Amelia Jones, who was in this fantastic Apple movie called Coda a couple of years ago. She's charming and great in this. Then a movie I reviewed a couple of months back called Tuner. The star of that, Leo Woodall, is in here.
Yeah. He was in that too. That's right. It's like all I could think of was freaking White Lotus.
Yes. and he's going to be playing Aragorn in The Hunt for Gollum.
Oh, cool.
This guy is really growing on me. Like, this character he's playing here is like a fast talking guy, but he's kind of not charming, but charming. He's kind of our villain in this movie in a way. And it's interesting. Then Starvos is here as this like comedic relief, and he is just hilarious and killing it as a chef.
Love Starvos. He's so good.
Dude, he's fantastic in everything I've seen him in. I gotta watch his stand up, man. But he's charming in this. But the MVP of this fucking movie, man, someone who deserves to get best co-star or best whatever the awards are for like not the male lead, but like the second. I don't fucking know the awards, but Anthony Banderas, Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. Yeah.
Anthony Banderas, fucking, what am I talking about? Antonio Banderas is so sincere, so sweet. This character is lovable. He believes everything. He sees the good in humanity. He has this great work. Every scene he's in, and he's in a lot, he just steals, man. Like every time I see him now, like this man is just so fucking phenomenal. The older he's getting to be even better an actor. He's always been a great actor, but the last 2 movies I've seen him in, stellar. And this is one of his best performances. And he blew my socks. This whole movie took me by surprise. It's only an hour and 46 minutes, and I would have watched like a 3-hour movie. Like they pack so much in an hour and 46 minutes, and it takes place back in, I want to say like the 70s, maybe early 80s.
That would make sense around that area.
Yeah. And it looks so like it looks like it's shot on film. The set design, the wardrobe, the set, it's so fucking gorgeous. And they use so many like interesting like cheats for like some very tight shots and close-ups when you're outside, so you don't gotta build the whole world, but what you do see is so intricate.
Nice.
And it takes place in P-Town, Providence Town, and that's a section of Cape Cod. So it has like this like lost in time feeling to it, so it lends itself so perfectly.
Oh, nice. Love that.
Yeah. And
that's production value you can't make, like
you can't cheat it.
Yeah.
And it like a couple of months back, Sarah and I went to go see a comedy show down there, and it still looks the same. Like what I imagine it looked like back then, it still looks like today, and it plays perfectly on camera.
That's awesome.
But everything about this comes together. So the writing, the directing, the cinematography, the set design, the acting, everything is top notch. The soundtrack is beautiful. Like they could continue this story like in different segments of Anthony Bourdain's life. I don't think they'll do it, but they could easily pick up and do other parts of his life. And
he's got enough books
out of it.
There's enough of his books that I was curious about that too. Of like, is that something? Because from what I could tell from the trailers and things, it is like one summer. This is a single event, not like years of his life. So I do like that they chose such a pivotal point too. But yeah, that's awesome. I love hearing this.
Oh, I think you'd love the fuck out of this. And like, it's like, yeah, they probably took some aspects and like pushed it together, amalgamation of this and that. But I mean, it's all based on a book, autobiography. So I'm fairly certain it's got to be close to what it is in real life. But the fact that they show he's a flawed guy, like they show how he started doing drugs. They showed how he started getting into food. Like he's almost an irredeemable character, but then they find a way to redeem him. Like he's such an unlikable character, but there's a charm to him, and the way this actor plays him, the charm and charisma, and the way he plays off of all these other characters, like it's just like a master class. Like I was blown away, man. This is an A24 movie. Yeah. I'm going to give Tony, dare I say it, 4 slices of toast.
Oh, dude. I am now so much more excited to see this. I'm a fan of his. I haven't read any of his books yet. That's something I want to work through all of them too, because he's definitely a profound presence. I loved the shows. I grew up watching them as each one came and went, So it's like the way you described the character in the film. I feel like that's the kind of, it sounds like the type of way he would talk about himself. And he has talked about himself like that. It's like, yeah, I'm an asshole, but I use too many flowery words. You know, it's like sort of self-depreciating.
That's a big part of the movie.
But he like he has an awareness of who he is. That's what also makes him so endearing. And then you can't deny the talent and the way he looks at the world and the way he describes things. It's just, it feels so raw, and I think it taps into something that's very human that most people possess, but I think most people don't feed into that part of themselves as much as he still does for years, you know.
I mean, his work lives on, man.
Exactly,
I mean, you can still watch, you can still read, and
still appreciate.
And that's the thing. Like, I could see why and how, like, even from this early age, they show the darkness of his life. It's not super dark, but it's like I could see the more success he got, the more tortured he became. Like, it makes sense the way he ended his life. Like, there's a little foreshadowing almost with the conversation that his character has with Antonio Banderas' character. Like, there's this portrait on the wall of this guy, like with a sword putting a sword through his own stomach. And at one point, you see it throughout the movie. And at one point, he asks the chef, he's like, "What is that?" And Antonio Banderas is like, "Oh, this is a guy. He was working on like a giant feast for like King Louis the 14th or someone like that." Of course, it's better in the movie. And everything was going great, but then the delivery was off, so he couldn't make the meal proper, so he killed himself. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting." Like, little the way he ended his life, and like the shockness that like Anthony Bourdain had of someone taking their own life because of something, and then it's like, unfortunately, that's what he did.
Yeah.
And like the search for greatness, and
it's
like,
man,
it's
heavy,
but sad but beautiful.
Yeah, it's illustrating, like, he seemed to be aware that he's always had a demon, you know, but it's it wells up in unexpected places. So it's to touch on it in that way. That's a very interesting way to illustrating that point.
But it's funny that you mentioned him talking like flowery words and stuff, because like we see him doing that and we're like, why does he do that? And at one point, Malia Jones's character Nancy asks him that, and he's like, "Yeah, my mother's always done it, and it's fucking annoying." And she's like, "So why do you do it?" And he's like, I don't know. And it's like a moment of clarity almost for him, because he knows he's doing it and he knows it's annoying, but he thinks it's endearing and charming. And
then he ends up beautifully narrating the episodes of his travel cooking show decades later. You know, like that ends up being a skill that he takes advantage of and uses.
But like, even when like he's floundering, he still like tells the lie and believes his own lies almost to an extent. And it's like, it's just interesting to watch like someone being a narcissist and full of himself, but also being vulnerable in a way, like,
right.
And characters leaving him and kind of not sure if they fully believe him. Like, it's a fine line, man. Like, it's definitely worth, if anybody's a fan of his work, I'd highly suggest checking it out. Or if you're like me and not a fan and you just want to watch a really interesting biopic, this is a good one. It's currently in select theaters, but I know it's getting a major rollout over the next couple of weeks. So
nice.
Yeah, I can't wait for more people to see it. Like, I think it's only in like a handful of theaters, but it made a decent amount of money last weekend. So it's good to see.
Badass. Oh, that's great, man. That's
yeah.
So excited for that.
Yeah, sorry for the long take on that. I'm just excited about this one.
Oh, no, that's great. And and by the way, you don't even know the timing of that. That's very cool to hear. I've always, I'm a fan of cooking, and I appreciate the chefs who've worked through that line, going, work their way up through restaurants, not just starting off at the celebrity level and doing just TV and shit right out the gate, but the people that are in the fucking thick of it. They're in the trenches. That's always fascinating to me. So very, very happy to hear your very excited review of that film.
And it's funny because it's been almost a month, I feel like, since we've recorded an episode proper, and I've seen a decent amount of movies, but let's just say most of them are not very good. So I just saw this last night. It was one of those mystery movies that I tend to see.
Nice.
So, and once I'm like, oh, thank God, because I'm like, I don't want to talk shit about 3 movies. Like, I like Spider-Man well enough, but that didn't get a great review out of me. And I'm like, I want to talk about Super Troopers, but it was like, what other movies do I want to talk about? But it's like, thank God a good movie came up just in the nick of time.
Oh, dude, that's
like,
great.
Yeah. I mean, there is one good movie that I saw at Comic-Con, but I'm holding it off for the next episode because it comes out at the end of the month. So
sweet. Oh, nice.
I didn't want to blow my wad so early on that one. But yeah. So
All
that's that is Uber Duber 3 hour and 18 minute fucking episode.
It's a loaf and a half, folks.
And thank you all for we've had a steady audience this whole time, man. I appreciate y'all watching and listening and and whatnot.
Seriously. If you just like the convo of just hanging out, talking about movies, old, new, things you're excited about, things you love to shit on, that's what we enjoy over here at Movie Toast. So appreciate you sticking around. But hey, you want to stay up to date and everything? Maybe you missed the call out earlier. I think you should check out all of your favorite social media platforms and look up at movie_toast. And you'll stay up to date on all upcoming events, some extra delicious tidbits from Movie Toaster Adam, some out of the theater reactions, trailer reactions, and whatnot. Any upcoming events, live streams and such, or special episodes we may have upcoming, you'll hear about it there first.
Yes. And if you're watching this, I put up a QR code that'll bring you to all our links. Use it on your phone, your computers, whatnot. It'll bring you to our videos, our audio. Our show is so long. It's gotten long. I'm not going to lie. I break it up into segments audibly and visually.
Vidibly?
Vidibly. Yep, that's my new word.
Vidibly.
And I don't think it's part of the link yet, and I don't have a slug line for it yet, but like we teased in the beginning of the show, we did just have our 5th film festival last weekend, and submissions are now open for the 6th film festival. I'm going to start promoting that this week. I'm just so backed up. I was sick. I had a lot of stuff I was editing. I still got to put some more up, but I'm going to start promoting that link. So please follow us if you got any short films at movie_toast. I'll send you, or what you could do, just head over to filmfreeway.com and search for Movie Toast the Festival. That's filmfreeway.com, Movie Toast the Festival, and you can submit your shorts there. We're going to be taking them for the next couple of months, but if you get them in now, it's going to be the cheapest entry of all of the whole run of these submissions.
That is right. Earlier is betterer for your pocketbook.
Mm-hmm. But say you don't want to do that. If you like the show, but something seems off and you think we can improve it, or you like the show and you want to tell us how good it is, I think there's something they could do, Dennis.
That they can. Please head over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. We do keep those up to date and try to stay on top of them as best we can because we want to make the show as buttery, golden, delicious as we possibly can for you fine toasties.
Yes, indeed we do. But you don't want to do any of that shit. There's one thing we ask you to do, and it's free, it's simple, it benefits you, and it's so ambiguous anyone can do it, man.
That's absolutely right.
Yes.
Please
stay
toasty.
Adam and Dennis, they're the kings of the real. Reviewing new movies, they keep it real. Coast to coast, from LA to the east. On the podcast show, they feast on the beast. Adam's bringing knowledge like he's Professor X. Dennis with cuts deeper than Wolverine's claws. I guess Marvel, DC, they know them all by heart. Breaking down the plot, tearing every scene apart. They got the juice like Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. Breaking down movies with a sharp precision. Adam coming in hot like a John Wick hit. Dennis bringing the heat like the climax of a Tarzan flick.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I am shocked. I came out here loaded with beverages. Like, I had a fucking 24-ounce fucking energy drink, drank. 40 fucking ounces of water, drank. I'm gonna fucking be peeing all night, man.
Jeez.
But I'm hydrated.
That's good. Man. That's very good. Very good. You got the water to offset the energy drink.
I know you went to go pee during the last trailer, but I'm like, how have I not had a pee? Normally, I'm the one who dips out to go pee, man. Oh boy. I know we're running long,
Very.
Can I do my spiel, my quick run through, brief synopsis of the old Comic-Con, or do we want to wait?
I think we should wait on that because that's not something that should be brief, and I want to dig into it with you. And,
all right. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't think we're gonna have a post credit or what about you? Anything that's gone on over the month that is worthwhile to talk about, or you just want to wrap this bitch up?
I think unfortunately this is one of those times. I think I just for my own sake I gotta. I think we'll put this one to bed, but I am very much looking forward to getting into the next episode. Where do you get to hear about that stuff? Yeah.
All right, so there's a teaser right there, folks.
There you go.
That's how we do it.
Fuck yeah, man.
Part 2. Woo. Only another 4 hours away.